Guerrilla cricket. Whoa. Guerrilla cricket. Whoa. Guerrilla. Take guard, man the barricades, patrol the cover boundary. At last the time has come, this is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take up your bats and stumps for the test match insurgency. At first they tried to silence us, but we would not be silenced. They threatened us with lies, so we threatened them with violence. Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket. It's not about the winning, it's about how many rules you break. Even in cricket commentary, this is the best advice to take. Pick guerrilla cricket, it's the finest choice you'll ever make. There's so much more to cricket than rev counters and a slice of cake. At first they tried to sanitize us and clean up our act, but people like it filthy, and we know that for a fact. Fidel Castro, Lenny Pasco, Carlos the Jackal, Umar Akmal, Mahatma Gandhi, Grant and Andy, Brendan Behan, Austin Ian, guerrilla cricket. Stick with us, cause you know we're not the kind of thing that you see on the TV and the radio. So vive la revolution. First they tried to buy us, but we would not be bought. Okay, we were, but then we ran away, and we will not be caught. We would not give up the ghost when they left us all for dead. They decapitated us, but we just grew another head. Chairman Mao, Jamie Howe, Ho Chi Minh, Asif Din, Václav Havel, Graham Saville, No Surrender, Percy Fender, Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, guerrilla cricket.
We're back in Pallekele, and well, it's candy, isn't it? And England love candy. After
I love candy.
Performance, I love a bit of candy, to be honest. Quite frankly, I love it. But this is the candy in Sri Lanka, where England take on Pakistan in their second game in Group 2. Pakistan, of course, got off to didn't get off to a start at all in Group 2 on Saturday, because their game against New Zealand was washed out. That said, it gave them a point, and that might prove valuable in the end. Pakistan have won the toss and have decided to bat, which goes against all known stats about this game, about this ground. There have been 5 night games this year. 4 have been won by the chasing side. WinViz has England as favourites at 70%. How little they know about England. And Pakistan have gone spin crazy. There is talk of dew as well.
Ooh, that should be easy to bat.
What are we going... Yeah, which makes it even more weird that Pakistan have opted to bat. I do think they have the... Do they have the highest scorer? Or did Hetmeyer go past him last time? They've got
they've still got
Farhan up top, who's a player I've not seen anything of.
I think it's the Canadian kid, isn't he? Got 120.
Canadian?
Yeah.
No, I looked at it yesterday, and it was.
Maybe that was in a
It
previous
is definitely
one.
Farhan up
Okay.
top. I'll give you the lineups then, just so that you know. Salt, Butler, Bethel, Banton, Brook, Curran, Jacks, Dawson, Overton, Archer, Rashid, which as far as I'm aware is an unchanged team. Pakistan a line-up with Farhan, Ayub, Ali Aga, Azam, Zaman, Khan, 2 Khans, including Shahan. Oh, hang on. I'm going to have to start again because this is confusing me. I need both names, otherwise.
Usman Khan and Shadab Khan.
Shadab Khan, of course, I forgot about him. Yeah, it's all right. I've got it. I've got it up and running.
And then Atif Nawaz. Yeah.
Atif Nawaz, yeah. Where? He's managed to sneak in. He said, I've got a quite useful off break, as we saw in the Test Match Sofa game of 2010. But anyway, so we've got Saib I'm not even sure how to say this now. Saib Zadar Farhan, Saim Ayub, Salman Ali Aga, Babar Azam, Fakhr Zaman finds himself at number 5. Of course, used to be a blistering opener. Usman Khan, Shadab Khan, Mohammed Nawaz, who is another spinner, Shaheen Shah Afridi, Salman Mirza, and the wizard of the man who stops midstream, as all older blokes do, Usman Tariq.
Speak for yourself.
Well, to put it this way, Messi, I think that if England have been struggling against spinners, they are going to be absolutely totally confused by this. I've got the bear with me. I've got Messi with me. I'm Gorilla Hendo. Welcome to Gorilla Cricket. I forgot to say good morning, good afternoon, good dawn, good dusk. But there you go. Better late than never. How do we see this one, Jeff? Fair?
Well, it's tricky, isn't it? I mean, England have got over the line in everything they've done. Pakistan, as always, can be mercurial. They can score a shed load of runs or be out for 90. You know, I think Harry said he'd bat first. I think it's defensive option, isn't it? I think you get into the later stages of tournaments. You think if you can put scoreboard pressure on, as England did against, well, it wasn't even that much scoreboard pressure, was it, against Sri Lanka? But even chasing in a T20 when there's pressure on, you lose a few wickets, it all goes horribly wrong. And I think they see that's happening. Equally, you get bowled for 90, England have got fuck all to do and they get across the line. But as we saw yesterday, I mean, West Indies absolutely blitzed Zimbabwe. I mean, poor whatever his name is, I can't remember.
Malakawa, was it?
Marakinwa or something. But I mean, he drops Meyer on 9 and again on about 60, and they got 255.
He did catch Rodman Powell eventually.
Well, yeah. But the damage had been done. I mean, Hetmar went absolutely mental yesterday.
Yeah.
It was.
I know. I watched
onslaught.
it. Well, I watched the West Indies innings and I watched the end of the Zimbabwe innings, but it was. I mean, they were never going to chase that, were they?
No, that's right. I was saying to Bear before. My view is that I'm not sure if I can see England winning this, but I can definitely see Pakistan losing it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I just think Pakistan have been so unreliable. Yeah.
They haven't really got going, I don't think. Although Farhan has, and he will be opening for Pakistan. Do you want to do us a couple of jingles, Bear?
Who's going to face first ball?
Good question. We'll find out. There's not many people in the ground. It's very, very thin on people watching. Saim Ayub left-handed. Is he left-handed?
Yes, he is. So is it the right-hander facing first? So it's this man facing.
Sahib Sada hit sixes off Jasprit Bumrah, first guy from Pakistan. Later he got castigated for a celebration, pretending to shoot a gun.
Gee, they're saying it's a fresh pitch and it looks as flat as a pancake. There's not a blade of grass on it. So you would imagine there could be some runs out there. It is going to be Jofra Archer to open the bowling, if you'd like to jingle him up there rather than betting on something.
I'm trying to even log in. It wanted an update.
He will break your helmet, break your heart. Hotter than lava, cooler than Bogart. In your face, at your stumps, on your toes, on your mum. Jofra.
Back of a length, thumping into the bat of Farhan, who drops it out in the offside, comes a few yards down looking for the quick single to get going. Tom Banton comes in, misfields as the batsman runs out. So it was a particularly good piece of cricket on behalf of batter and fielder there. And there is a slip. Archer is in again. Oh, he has a go at that without any foot movement whatsoever, and it goes in between, well, bat and pad, but bat and pad was so far away from each other. It's hard to call it a gate. It was more like a, I don't know, what would it be? Opening into a stadium?
Barn door?
Barn door. Yeah, barn door, that'll do. Oh, and a couple of English fans getting quite... He looks like the bloke off Gogglebox. Is he out there? What are those two ridiculous...
the old
Mary and...
Mary and I don't know what his name is.
Giles.
I think
Giles?
it's saying more about you than anything else.
Exactly.
We know
I don't
you
watch that
Gogglebox.
shite.
Well, it is shite, but onto the back foot, lovely shot. But England are wise to that particular strength. Jacob Bethel is down at deep backward point. It's just a single. It's the kind of thing that I wouldn't stay in for.
But if it's on, you'll watch it.
You know, it's like when you're just going to bed, or you're thinking of going to bed, and then it comes on, and you watch about the first 2 minutes, and then somehow you get drawn into it a little bit.
Can you let Bennett in,
There's an
by the way,
answer to that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
What's that? Just turn the telly off.
Oh, no, I didn't make you
Yeah.
thingy, actually, so...
Yeah.
Go on,
No, I
Knuckle.
can't.
Right, Syme down to face. Am I pronouncing that right? Syme or Same?
Same. I had to say
Syme it is, I'm told. And here comes Jofra, and he bowls this one across the left-hander, just edging away from him. He leaves it alone, has a little look at it, and nothing to suggest that was wide enough to be signalled as such. Decent delivery, really. Head-to-head in the T20 World Cup matches 3. England have won all 3. Does that mean anything? Probably not.
Probably not.
But
I'd expect this England side to be able to beat this Pakistan side.
well, you would.
When I look at the weight of the players and I'd think England are a stronger side.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean much, but
Tariq is going to wreak havoc. Archer in bowls. Oh, now what was he trying to do there? Because that was swinging away from him, and he was trying to whip that through the mid-wicket. He did well to actually avoid getting anything on that, because if he had, it would probably have looped off a leading edge to extra cover.
or flown over the slips of 4.
Oh, it's a horrible shot.
Yeah.
Getting a lot of swing there.
There was a fair bit of swing there, yeah, absolutely. It's just the more you see it, the worse it looks.
He just waved at it really with his bat.
He did. He was like a magician trying to put a spell on the ball. Far from magic, that shot, though, has to be said. In comes Archer to complete the over. That's a little bit better. He's down the wicket. He's lofted it. One bounce to cover for 4. I'm not sure he got that terribly well, but once he got it over the infield, it was always going to be away for a boundary.
It's Nissan She. It's Nissan She.
I think he was aiming that straighter.
Yeah, very much
Carved
so.
it, didn't he? But I mean, that's fair enough, really, isn't it?
Doesn't
Because
matter.
you've got no
There's
one
only
out
2
there.
fielders out there, exactly. You know where the fielders aren't.
Messi, who's joined us?
Leah says hello, all Pakistan Zindabad. We got also Zippy Tuna, Lockie 6, Suda Who, Ben McCormick, who says it's been a while. Hope you're well. Windy Fanatic, England on the verge of elimination today. Yeah.
Well, we won't be eliminated if we lose this.
No, but I mean, you don't want to be facing New Zealand
To
do
get
you?
through, no.
Darryl Mitchell's been in incredible form, hasn't he?
Yeah.
With the bat.
And Suda says it's Knuckle a roadie now.
Well, he's got the hair for it. He's got the hair for
Yeah,
it.
he's
He
definitely got the
just
hair for
needs
it.
a sort of vest and a few tattoos, and he'll be there. Right, so it's Farhan facing up to Jamie Overton, wide outside the off stump, carved over the top of the cover, and this time Phil Salt is at backward point. He can't get round. Farhan is off and running with his first boundary.
4.
should have some more jingles,
For the
this man.
first time, they've done something right. Cause the selectors pick Simon, you. Simon, you. Simon, you.
Oh, are you going to do jingles now that have you placed a bet?
Jamie Overton.
Yeah, of course.
That's a better ball outside the off stump, just tucked into the offside, straight to cover.
Other son is Jamie Overton.
I think we need a new Jamie Overton jingle. If anyone's listening out there in jingle land.
That'll be Mogden, yeah?
Well, pretty much these days.
Well,
Perko
he's
these
done a
days.
new Sam Curran one for us.
Oh yeah,
On
and a
demand.
new Harry Brook, which we're looking forward
yes.
to. Pulled by Farhan, just had to control himself a little bit there. Maybe got into position a bit too early and was swivelling. Ball wasn't quite on him. He'll get a single down to deep backward square.
I mean, it looks like it should be concrete really quick, doesn't it?
It does.
It won't be.
Well, I don't know. I mean, there've been some strange pitches, haven't there? I mean, if you think about the one that Sri Lanka and Australia played on, I mean,
I always wonder after this ball.
well,
what
after
isn't
this
going to
ball,
happen.
which is we've unfrozen into the legs of Saim, who whips it away through mid-wicket. Salt has ground to make up and does. They get through for two. I was quite impressed yesterday. I hadn't noticed this before, and whether it had been brought in right at the beginning of the tournament or was an update showing how far the fielder runs round to field or catch, like, you know, measuring the
well,
run.
they've kind of had it for quite a while.
Have they? I've never seen it before. Overton in again. That's much better, much tighter, much better length. And Saim can't do very much with that apart from
Well, apparently,
push it back to the bowler.
Overton Archer are the second to highest average speeds in the tournament. After, I think, Shamar Joseph. Was it Shamar Joseph? Can't remember. But what I was going to say is I wonder whether if me and you played on that pitch, and we always go on about slow pitches in international, but it would feel quite nice to us, wouldn't it? It'd be as flat as a pancake.
Oh, God, yeah. Overton down the leg side, swinging further, definite wide. It's not been a good over, really, from Overton. And I wonder whether England have got this right, having opened the bowling with Will Jacks the other day. Maybe spin at one end might have been the way to go.
Maybe they think it's not going to spin like the other one. It is a fresh pitch. It's not used.
Yeah,
there hasn't been as much
Will
rain
Jacks is
overnight.
very hit and miss too.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
I totally agree. I'm not even suggesting it should be Will Jacks, but spin, you know, you've got the options of Adil and Liam Dawson. Outside the off stump, aims a drive at this one, comes off a thick outside edge. It's mishandled by Jacob Bethel down there. Did they get back for a second or
No,
just the one? No,
just the one.
9 off the first over from Overton, 2 gone. Pakistan having won the toss and batted off 14 for none. Messi.
YY Pom says the Bear and Hendo could do goggle box. Waldorf and Statler. Oh, that's not very nice.
I mean, to be honest, I think it's scripted a lot now. I mean, whether it was in the early stages, but it's definitely scripted, some of it now.
And they'd have to bleep me every fucking 2
Oh,
seconds.
God, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Oh, no, it's on after 10 o'clock. So.
That's true.
Yeah.
So a few more people with us. Windy Fanatic, Banana Brooks, Eric J, Mike Crotch burns like hell, and Alec Patton, who's actually messaging from his own account rather than his work one today. Says, good afternoon, fellas. This could be the most fascinating game or the worst blowout of the tournament.
Archer in bowls, and he's not got hold of that. He's lofted it into the air, and it's a simple catch for Jacob Bethel. And Saim has gone. England have their first wicket. Oh my God, there is absolute existential angst amongst the one particular Pakistan fan there. Oh my God, if he's like that after the first wicket,
God knows what it's going to be like after the 5th. Toe-ended it.
He toe-ended it. I don't even think he was really looking at it. Look at his eyes when that shot is played. It's almost as if he's almost trying to avoid it in some way, and he certainly didn't get properly hold of it at all. It wasn't even one of those that goes right to the edge of the boundary and you say he was plucked out of the air. That was just
Now, I find it weird that they have Salman Aga Khan coming in.
Why is that?
Salmanaga. Because in a test match, he's like a number 7.
Well, you know,
6'7" all-rounder, isn't he? I mean, I suppose, but maybe he's just a good hitter. Anyway, he has a jingle.
Wouldn't it be nice if Agus Salmon could be given just a game or two, and after having spent the match together, felt at home with the whole national crew? Oh, wouldn't it be nice?
He's got acceleration of
did like the
74,
way-
innovation of 75, and control of 87, whatever that means.
Nothing.
I like the way the Bear promoted him to be the Aga Khan, which I thought was nice.
Salman Aga Khan, yes.
Yeah, he's got a good...
He's got some racehorses.
got racehorses. Right, 14 for 1 into the third over. Archer has a wicket, 1 for 5. But yeah, very disappointing crowd for this one. So far, Archer in, bowls, smashes him on the gloves as he was really turning his head away from that. Thought it was going to get perhaps bigger on him. It was quite ferocious, wasn't it? Quite a ferocious delivery to receive first up. I'd like to see that again to see. Well, they haven't actually said what speed it was.
I know, they've been really poor with that. I was trying to figure out what Blessing was bowling at yesterday, and they were hardly putting his speeds up.
Oh no, he's
that's got
taken
him
it
in
on the chest. I thought it had gone off the glove, but he's tried to turn away and it's or sort of bend out of the way backwards. He's trying to bend over backwards to get out of the way of that one and couldn't. Archer again in bowls wide of the off stump. That was quite interesting. It kept on flying. I think it gave that impression because it was moving. And in the end, Butler thought, sod this for a game of soldiers. I'll just stick out a hand and grab it. So it didn't. It kind of stuck in his glove, but it looked a little bit village. Anyway.
Well, it didn't go for 4. Which is
didn't go for 4. Yeah, this is true. So this is a very good over so far. 3 dots and a wicket. Or a wicket within those 3 dots, if that makes sense. Farhan is on 6. Salman yet to score. Archer in again. He's taken the slip away. This one comes back into him. Again, it grows. And it gets higher on the bat than Salman would have felt comfortable with. He's bowling a very good length, Archer, at the moment.
He's bowling a test match length, really, isn't he?
Yeah.
Which, if you get right, it's the problem with the test match length in a T20 is if you just give a tiny little bit of width, isn't it? You got to get exactly the right line, and then it's virtually unplayable at the top end of a T20, the same as in a test match with a new ball.
I think we just got an angle of behind, more or less behind the wicketkeeper, a little bit to the right. And that was really rapid. You got an impression of how quick that was. Well, he's going to get 4 runs for that Farhan, but it's
disgraceful.
Absolute smear, inside edge, down to fine leg for 4. That was the shot of a man who thinks, I may not last long.
4 on the floor, and 1 more 4 than the 4 before.
Ugly.
That's what 4's are for, to get funky on the dance floor.
So frustrating a T20 when you see that happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. For a bowler, a bowler of Archer's talent, to see the ball treated in that way, or not even treated, it was kind of inadvertent. He's in again. Now he's got hold of that one, or has he? I think he has. Great effort. Fabulous effort out there. Salt running around from deep square to a position around about deep mid wicket. Put in the dive. It was only just out of the stretch of his left hand. That would have been the catch of the century.
It would have been, but...
Well, it's a 4 for a boundary where there's a rope. The bowler won't like it, but it has to go.
Again, that was all eye from Farhan. Oh, that's such a good effort. I wish he'd caught that, because that would have been the best catch I think I've ever seen in my life. Extraordinary. I do think he got a little bit of a finger to it. Anyway, the over is ended with 2 boundaries, which helps the Pakistan cause. 23 for 1 from 3. And we are going to get spin early on just to see if there's anything there. Well, I say spin, it's Liam Dawson.
Good choice of the spinner to do it, though, rather than Will Jacks.
Indeed it is. He's got control of 86, threat of 86, when his variety is only 65.
Rubbish!
That's pathetic variety. He's not a variety performer. He'd never get to perform in front of the Royals. Well, no one needs to perform in front of the Royals these days.
Well, no.
Donuts.
Depends what sort of performance and in front of who, really.
Yeah, exactly. Dawson in, and Salmon whips this away over the top of mid-wicket. Bethel is running round. Oh! He's done a complete hash of that. He's tried to haul it in, and he's sort of half got it, but it's rolled onto his legs, and with his slide, he's managed to divert it into the boundary. So Dawson had the way, I think. Yeah, should have done better there.
Oh dear, that's terrible. He's almost kicked it onto the... He has?
I mean,
yes.
No, in fact, it's his hand, his trailing hand that then knocks it onto the... Now, interestingly enough, as Liam Dawson is in, and that's swept. Good job he got bat on that, because he'd committed to the shot. Didn't catch it terribly well, but I think would have been plumb LBW had he not. Just looking at that salt effort again. Liam Dawson, I think when England were...
There you go.
Oh, here we are, distance covered for that attempt. Didn't say how much it was, did it?
22 metres.
22 metres. Dawson in again. He's given himself room. Salmon, is there only one straight? Yes, there is. It's Jamie Overton at long off, dives away to his right, takes a very low catch, a very good catch, and Pakistan have lost their second wicket, and Dawson has one to his name, 27 for 2.
Another one bites the dust. I think that is going to be out, Fred. Another one bites the dust.
Oh, that's a very, very good catch. He's run a long way. He's a big man. He's got to get down low as well. I mean, he has got extension, hasn't he?
Got bucket hands.
He's got bucket hands. He's got long arms. He's got long legs, but he is quite a heavy unit. He's the slab. The slab was quick off the mark there, though. And Salmon goes for 5.
Wow. Now, here comes a man. Hey.
Here comes a man.
Have you any wool? No, sir, I don't. I'm a cricketer from Pakistan.
Yeah, I guess, some of our jingles are very cultural in the sense of, I'm not sure that many Pakistanis
get that.
Will get that one.
Don't they shave sheep for wool? They must do.
But they probably don't know that many.
A nursery rhyme.
Well, I think rather than cultural, I'd use the term Anglo-centric.
Anglo-centric, good one. Yes, that's much better. Thank you for subbing me. Dawson in again, flicked by Baba up to mid-on. They'll get a single. Harry Brook, I think, in that position. 28 for 2. I was just going to say, the other thing, talking about being Anglo-centric, if you have no idea what a Gogglebox is, it's basically a program in which you have cameras on people sitting in their front rooms, families or couples or whatever, watching TV and talking about it. It's like TV eating itself, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I like to see Gogglebox, where people are watching Gogglebox.
It could go on forever, couldn't it? You'd have people poking their noses through the window. They're going to get a single here to square leg. Farhan moves to 15 off 9.
You'd be commenting on what snacks they're eating. Oh, look, he's gone for a Jaffa cake.
I mean, most of the things, if I'm watching TV, most of the things I say to my partner are just not in the least bit interesting. As she points out, defended on the front foot by Baba, and there is no run. That's a good start from Dawson, 29 for 2 after 4. So far looking good for England, but let's remember, England got 140 and we thought it wasn't enough on Sunday.
Very true.
So,
Stephen Kelk says, where is our favourite Emperor of Sheffield? Yes, we're a bit jailous last night and tonight. Sudahu says, it's nice that Archer has developed a wicket sign like his father, Steve Smith. It's a sort of C he makes with his head. I think
it's drinking a bottle of water. That's what
is that what it is?
I think so. Because he tips his head back and sort of puts his hand there.
Rob Whitestar says, well, your lyrics are better than most of the hits on radio. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
And Stephen says, time to get the Doom popcorn out for Pakistan. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Oh,
No.
steady on. Remember 2016.
And remember, Farhan's already got a ton in this tournament. I kind of want him gone.
Archer then will bowl a thirder into Farhan, who plays a pull shot out to deep square, where Salt, I think it is, fields. I was going to say, being J-less is joyless.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
Because it almost bankrupts us.
Yeah.
Well, I got to say, Jayan Ariadne made up for that in a big way yesterday with some
right.
very generous
Excellent.
donations.
Superb.
And he got value for his. I must say, when Jayan does it, at least he puts in a whole paragraph that we have to read out, which is good. You know, I mean, that's the point.
Yeah.
He's trying to make a point. I like that.
Archer in. Oh, thumped straight back.
No timing.
Did that hit the umpire?
No, it was just totally mistimed.
Did I? Oh, I thought he'd. I thought it'd gone way past Archer. Maybe he stuck out a paw and put something on it. Let's have a look.
No, he just totally mistimed it.
I think he's. Hang on, we're going to have another look at this. Oh no, he was nowhere near it, and he did completely mistime it. It almost like he put underspin on the ball. The batsman there, backspin. Archer's fastest today has been 147.8. And here he is again to Farhan, who crunches this one again. He doesn't really time it, but he's going to get 2, I think, or just the 1. No, it was only the 1. Fielded by Brook, running back from mid-on. And we'll have a change at the end of this over, I believe.
Oh, we do. It is. At the end of this over, we have Knuckles taken over from you. You're staying there, though, doing my job. And William is coming on to do the socials.
Okay.
Excellent. Extra Fluffo says, this is Gorilla Box then. And Sudhir said, yeah, because this is nothing like Gogglebox.
No, this one gets an inside edge to Archer. Seemed to think it had hit pad maybe first and is inquiring of the umpire, but there doesn't seem to be a hell of a lot.
Would have been going
of
over
interest.
had it not. But, I mean, that's quick. That was 92 miles an hour. Baba looked a bit hurried there.
Yes, he certainly did. He didn't really have time to move anything, did he? Just about got the bat down on it.
I'd try Yorker at that pace. Might miss it.
It
Might get
might
hit
end
for
up
4.
being. It might end up
But
being a full
you know,
toss,
I think you've got runs to play with here. I mean, if you can beat him for pace, you might well get the stumps out of the ground.
Here he is again, bowling. Oh, well, that's really well hit by Baba.
Wow.
That was still 89 miles an hour, but that 3 miles an hour makes a difference. And he's pulled it very handsomely through mid-wicket for 4 runs.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Maybe just a bit too short. Getting his length a little bit wrong, really, for the first time, I would say. And, Baba will be happy with that. Baba has taken a lot of stick in the last couple of years, but he's played that beautifully. And Archer goes for 2 fours at the end of the over. Again, this one dabbed down to the vacant third man area, and after 5 overs, they're back up going at 8 and over. Pakistan 40 for 2.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're going to welcome Knuckle in. Knuckle's going to go into the, if he doesn't mind, going into the jingle chair, because it means I don't have to move Samantha and her mate from behind me. Messi.
Okay, I'll catch you later.
Oh, you're gone.
Well, William's in my place now.
William, hello. Good morning. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I keep forgetting what time. I mean, you know, it does your head in these different start times.
Yeah, used to have like the 9:30 starts. Now, the 1:30.
Yeah, it's hard to get your head around it all.
Last over the power play, Liam Dawson, who took the wicket of Salman Ali Agha, the Pakistan captain. He's going to finish off to Sabzada Farhan, extending his lead as the leading run scorer in the tournament. There's a long off and a deep mid-wicket in position, the 2 boundary riders. Sabzada tries to cut, can't beat the man on the edge of the circle, and there is no run. Hello, Hendo.
Hello, Knuckle. Good to see you. It's like the old days. I was thinking yesterday when I'd completely forgotten, even though I asked you during the Ashes when you were last in, I'd forgotten when it was. When did you leave us?
February 2022
right, okay.
was my last stint before before taking a job that didn't allow me to do this show anymore, as Dawson is in for a hand, pushes to Will Jacks at cover. There is no run.
Did they make you sign an NDA to say I will never go on Gorilla while working here?
There was a full blanket company no moonlighting policy.
Really?
Pretty much, yeah.
Interesting.
So Zadar Farhan has scored over a third of all of Pakistan's runs in this World Cup.
He's having a good one, isn't he?
Bulked up by that 100 against Namibia in the final group game. Dawson sprays onto the pads, and Seb Zadar works this into the gap between short fine leg Adil Rashid. He must have timed that better than I thought, or Adil Rashid has slowed down even more than I thought, because that's gone for 4.
There's not one boy for me, I must have 2 or 3, I need 4.
It looked for all the world as though Rashid was going to pull that in and it would just be a couple, but no, he did actually time it pretty well.
I was a bit surprised to see him outpacing Sam Curran there. Sam Curran didn't look very fit at all there.
I think Sam Curran gave up the chase, to be honest.
He did early on, yeah.
So Zadar Farhan on to 21. That one's turned from Dawson, and Farhan is surprised by it. Can only flat bat it into the offside. There is no run.
I think they probably could have had a single there as Jacks ran round. He was on the edge of the circle. He had to go somewhat. He only managed to get it by sticking out his right hand. They're probably just a bit overcautious. It was actually Babar sending him.
Barber sent him back, yeah. Second to last ball of the power play is fuller and flatter from Dawson. Farhan sweeps. This might be 4. No, very good fielding. Jacob Bethel coming around to his right from the TV channel just to his left. Completely appeared out of nowhere and keeps it to 2. Jacob Bethel, who should be able to bowl today, he's missed.
Is that right?
He's not been able to bowl the last few games because of a cut on his spinning hand.
Yes, I was informed of that. I'd missed that. And, I know Jack's had a good day against Sri Lanka, but I can't understand why. I think you would prefer Bethel. I would, anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been able to bowl since the West Indies game. Last ball is full on the pads and is whipped to square leg, who whips the throw into Josh Butler behind the stumps. 6 runs off the over. Pakistan finish the power play with a not very powerful 46 for 2.
William.
Yes, we've got Yankee 7000. You are all just terrified, typical fans. Ooh, it's Pakistan, you never know, blah, blah. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Remember 2006? No, I don't. It was 20 damn years ago.
I didn't say 2006, I said 2016, which is 10 years ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah, then Chris Hendry had said 20 years is just a fleeting moment in time in cricket terms. Windy Fanatic, 498 Archer overstayed his welcome. Zippy Tuna, no moonlighting, no fun. Extra Fluffo, Nakal should work for Sky, he's very good. And then David Durrell, I assume Nakal now has a job that encourages moonlighting. Windy Fanatic, beautifully timed or Rashid slow. Suitahu, so sorry Banana Brooks, the cat walked over my iPad and managed to ban you. And then Eric J001, divine intervention, and Windy Fanatic 498. Pakistan not batting with any intent.
Wow, that was brilliant, William. You got more tweets in that little section than Annie has got in ever since
7
she's
years
been on cricket.
Slightly helped by a drinks break, but yeah. If you're just joining, by the way, Pakistan made one change from the team that was supposed to play New Zealand before the rain intervened. They've dropped Fahim Ashraf, who's been playing as a non-bowling number 8 or 9 in this tournament. They brought back Shaheen Shah Afridi, who's been woefully out of form for quite a long time. England are unchanged as they have been for 5 games.
Yeah, not easy to get a knock for England. It's weird, isn't it? Going back to that 2016, the point about that was, if you were a listener in those days, is that we were doing it from Katie's flat at the final, and it was very, very crowded in there. Wasn't much room. We were in the kitchen. The champagne was about to be opened, and 2 balls before Carlos Brathwaite went absolutely nuts against Ben Stokes. We tweeted out a picture of a hand reaching out to the bucket to lift out the champagne, and we suffered for our ridiculousness.
I used to be part of a Facebook group that was pictures that precede unfortunate events.
Yes. Well, unfortunate for us as England supporters, not unfortunate for West Indies fans who loved it.
For context, that flat was in Earl's Court, was extremely shabby and probably cost a few million quid.
Yeah, it looked nice from the outside, and it was in a pretty convenient area in terms of pubs and transport and things like that. Anyway, change of bowling.
Change of bowling, and the man who was player of the match and indeed named player of the tournament the last time these two met in a T20 World Cup comes into the attack. Starting round the wicket to Babar Azam, who tries to run this backward a square, nearly runs himself out, and that's a little bit unlucky, to be honest, because he went for the single, sent himself back, the throw hit the stumps, and from very nearly running himself out, he's got two because the ball bounced off the stumps and went to deep square leg. That's pretty unlucky from the fielder at point.
Yeah, it was Dawson, I think. He does seem to be a very unlucky fielder, Dawson. I'll just keep him away. Put him in a place that he's unlikely to be involved.
Barber definitely, that wasn't one where the throw was completely pointless. Barber gave him the opportunity to throw at the stumps.
Yeah, it was the way it rebounded, wasn't it, away behind square leg. Bonus runs, really.
Four fielders out only for Sam Curran. Very wide in the crease from round the wicket, back of a length. Barber pushes to Harry Brook, the captain, at mid-off. There is no run. So yeah, these two teams have met 3 times in T20 World Cups. Once back in 2009, a game Adil Rashid remarkably was playing in. Back in 2009. England won that game through a blitz from Kevin Peterson. Pakistan went on to win the tournament.
Oh, 2009 was the one in England, wasn't it?
It was. That was on the Oval. 2010, they met in a group game at Barbados. Kevin Peterson went on a massive blitz. England won that game and went on to win the tournament. And, of course, they met in the final at the MCG in 2022, where Sam Curran took 3 wickets for 12 runs in 4 overs. Ben Stokes got England over the line with possibly his only good T20 international innings with the bat. Big, dipping, slower ball, might have been the moon ball from Sam Curran. 50 miles an hour, which is about the same pace as Liam Dawson's bowling. And Farhan has to wait 3 to 5 business days for it to get to him and can only push it up too long on. He's really got that nailed, hasn't he? You saw it in the 100 last summer for the team now known as MI London.
Oh yes, indeed. I haven't seen a replay of that. I want to see a replay, please, but we're not going to. We've seen 5 replays of matches from 12 years ago, but...
Big, thick inside edge from Babar Azam as he tries to drive, hits himself on the toe, and the ball dribbles into the offside. There is no run. Salman Ali Agha said before the tournament, I'd love to just go one press conference as the Pakistan captain without being asked about Babar Azam. And then Pakistan's coach, Mike Hesson, says in the press conference that Babar's batting too slowly to be a T20 opener these days, which is why he's batting in the middle order. He's going at about 7 and over for the whole tournament, Babar Azam. Drives this, squirts it off the outside part of the bat. Jacob Bethel fields at deep cover. They come through for a single.
Interesting that Hesson would say that. That was prior to the Pakistan-New Zealand game that actually didn't take place?
Yes.
Right. Brave thing to say from a coach.
He said that he'd been having conversations about how to try and get the best out of Babar Azam and dropping him into the middle order where his ability to not have too many dot balls might be more effective than at the top, where usually you need to maximise the power play. That's a half volley from Sam Curran. Sabzada Farhan drives him down the ground for slight ruination, if slight ruination is possible, to a otherwise decent over from Sam Curran. It goes for 9. Pakistan 55 for 2. Jingle. And now Will with YouTube comments.
Yes, we've got quite a lot here. We've got Warwick Allen 1. We're watching a really dull Super a couple of weeks ago. My colonial-born son said, if I wanted to be this bored, I would watch cricket. Peasant. His sister just stole her inheritance.
Did he just... Sorry.
Olabo Atard from Portugal.
Sorry, Will, did that person just use colonial and peasant in the same YouTube comment?
Getting all forms of life. Change of bowling then.
Change of bowling, England. Sorry, well, we're going to have to cut in because England's best ever white ball bowler, possibly best ever white ball cricketer, has come into the attack.
Adil Rashid on the 45. Adil
You get the impression he's going to enjoy bowling in Sri Lanka slightly more than he enjoyed bowling in India. Starts with an awful delivery, a wide which just keeps on going wider, and Jos Buttler can only parry it round the corner for a wide.
That was almost bowled towards the 45.
Facing up to Babar Azam. A little bit of turn from Adil Rashid. Babar just pushes it into the onside. There is no run. This makes a lot of sense for England. Babar Azam has shown himself not very capable of accelerating against the spinners.
Yeah, I mean a lot of technically good batsmen are like that, I think.
Another one that turns. Babar just waits for it and plays from the crease out to Jacob Bethel, coming in off the covered boundary. That was 43 miles an hour from Adil Rashid.
Almost as slow as Sam Curran's move.
7 miles an hour slower than Sam Curran. Only.
Yeah.
Again, Sajjad Farhan, the only batter to get going, really, for Pakistan. He's 28 off 19.
Well, he's built a decent foundation, hasn't he, really? 28 or 19. Doesn't seem to have been going that fast.
Short ball down the leg side from Farhan. I think Rashid was bowling that deliberately to get Farhan off strike, because there's a man at deep square leg, and that's exactly where Farhan puts it. He's annoyed with himself. He didn't wait for it and play it finer and get a single and get more than a single.
Yeah, should have done. He's got 249 runs now.
Yep.
In this tournament. Well, 100 will help, won't it?
Yeah, scored runs against the USA and the Netherlands as well, but a duck against India. And obviously, no one played any cricket in that Pakistan-New Zealand game. Babar stays back in his crease and works this for 2 out to mid-wicket. He's on to 17 off 13.
Yeah, I mean, Babar's doing a good job here, I think. I don't think it's against the spinners. The ball is coming on really well to be able to smash it. But we shall see.
Short, and Babar whips this in the air, but there's no one at mid-wicket, so it's a very, very safe single out to Jacob Bethel. Yeah, those 2 boundaries and 2 balls against Jofra Archer kind of got him above the rate, as it were. One of them a bit of a slog, one of them quite nicely played, just using the pace. Last ball of Rashid's first over has gone for 6. It's not been a particularly brilliant over. That's a nice delivery, a slider at the front of the hand, which Farhan didn't read, and it slides as sliders do onto the pad. There is no run. Pakistan 61 for 2, having elected to bat in Pallekele.
William.
We've got Carl Herbert, 3183. The question of the day: can England do England harder than Pakistan do Pakistan? Then, in relation to the Sam Curran Moonball comments, Bashir to Kurzaban, no one watching this stream saw the 100 knuckle, and then Sutu's called it the dross. Windy Fanatic, 498. My gut tells me England is figuring out how to lose. Run rate not bad, Pakistan not batting well. Greystoke, my bat on Pakistan is twisting my impartiality. Lockie VI, I quite like the new GC corporate uniform. And then Peter Hogg, Dave Grohl and Billy Joel.
What? What's that about Billy Joel?
And Dave Grohl.
Yeah, I think they're saying Knuckle looks like Dave Grohl, I think Peter Hogg said earlier.
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take
I don't even know who Dave Grohl is.
Guitarist of the Foo Fighters was in Nirvana.
Oh, right. That's probably why I don't know.
Change of bowling. Sam Curran out of the attack. Liam Dawson into the attack. Will have played Babar quite a bit in the Pakistan Super League. I'll jingle up Dawson after his first ball. 3 men out on the leg side. So Babar just works a single down to long on.
Liam Dawson.
Yeah, Dawson's had to do a lot of waiting. He was a non-playing reserve when England won that World Cup in Melbourne in 2022. Fires this one quicker onto the toes of Farhan. Just take another single down to long on. 5 survivors on each team from that 2022 final. England, Butler, Salt, Brook, Sam Curran and Adil Rashid. Pakistan, Babar Azam, Shadab Khan, Mohammad Nawaz, Shaheen Shah, 4 in fact for Pakistan, because Naseem Shah isn't playing in this game. Pulled nicely by Babar Azam, but Harry Brook does well coming round to his left from deep mid-wicket, and they Will Jacks in fact, and they keep it to 2.
Yeah, Naseem Shah, of course, I mean, a man who made his debut at 16, and has he just fallen out of favour at the moment?
No, he's in the squad. Whee! Nicely bowled from Dawson, quicker and skids onto Barber, thick inside edge on to the pad. There is no run. That was 59 miles an hour. Liam Dawson's quicker ball.
So 9 miles an hour quicker than Sam Curran's slower ball.
I don't think that was even a deliberate quicker ball. In fact, Barber's quite lucky he got an inside edge on that, because that was cannoning into middle stump. Decent over this from Dawson. Tosses this one up a little bit slower. Barber just leans forward and clips a single out to Jacks at deep mid-wicket.
I always think that it's been a good over so far, 5 runs from it, but the last ball is always crucial.
Bowlers talk about getting into and out of an over.
Yeah.
Deep point, well, deep cover really, long off, long on deep mid-wicket, and deep backward square leg as Dawson is in, and Dawson has got out of the over nicely. That's a nice delivery. Thick inside edge from Farhan. There is no run. Very tidy indeed from Liam Dawson. Just 5 runs off at the over. Pakistan after 9, 66 for 2, having won the toss and elected to bat. They would have wanted more from the power play, which I think is really where you need to maximise your scoring, particularly on the Sri Lankan pitches, and they just didn't.
Yeah, and I think if you've got spinners that will keep it flat and keep it tight, then it's always useful to bowl those in those power play overs, because opening batsmen love pace on the ball. William.
Yes, we've got Sutahu. Guerrilla Cricket comments were absolutely fantastic. And then from Lockie VI, $2 super chat because you're worth it. Greystoke. Billy gets a purple. Oh, it's on to me. Get a purple just and get with the program. Greystoke says, "Are they dressing like twins?" So I'm assuming that's you two in the studio.
I don't think anyone's going to mistake me and Knuckle for twins. But I would be very surprised.
Al Rashid continuing nicely to bowl, gets this one to turn. Barber wasn't sure what to do with it. There is no run. In honour of that $2 that came our way,
YouTube super chat.
Thanking you kindly.
And of course, you go to the top of the tree in terms of comments if you super chat us.
Nicely bowled by Rashid, nicely played by Babar Azam, tossed up, and Babar just leans into it and flicks it with nice timing down to long on. Jamie Overton hulks around to his left at long on to field. I was a bit concerned when England replaced Luke Wood with Jamie Overton, but he's really grown into the tournament.
I think Overton. He has. Billy hates him.
Third ball of the over. Big spinning slow ball from Adil Rashid. Farhan has to stretch from it outside off stump, and does actually quite well managing to sweep this down to deep mid wicket. Butler delivers a wild throw that could so easily just have taken the top edge and gone absolutely nowhere.
In fact, possibly if he had left it might have even been a wide. It was turning from a wide base, as it were.
I wonder if he thought that was the googly just based on the line, but it wasn't. Oh, that's the googly, and Barber didn't have a clue about that. He's very, very lucky to get an inside edge onto his toes. Beautiful bowling from Adil Rashid.
Oh, that really was. That really was.
Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Would have cannoned into middle stump from outside off stump. It's amazing Adil Rashid's been around for so long and no one can pick his googly.
The whip there was from his wrist.
And Barber, not sure which way that was going to turn either. Plays it from the crease. It's a leg break out to cover. There is no run. Sorry, they come through. There is a single, and Barber Azam is being tied down very nicely by Adil Rashid. He's now just 24 off 22.
I was going to say, I reckon that you probably could have heard that from his wrist.
Slider out of the front of the hand by Rashid. Farhan worked a single. Nice over this from Adil Rashid after a not particularly bad, but slightly bad first one. 4 runs off it. Pakistan 70 for 2 at the halfway stage, having won the toss and elected to bat in Pallekele. I'm going to stay here and summarise. Bennett Olagasegaram is going to take over ball by ball, and Messi Jez is going to read your social media messages. Yeah, Hende, you're
quickly.
Sorry, Hende, you're right.
Leave.
Sorry, Will, go ahead.
We've got Banana Brooks. Last boundary seems a while ago. Chris Hendry. I've been watching an Australian channel. It's fun being in the Lions Den. Unfortunately, they seem to stop streaming. Good day, mates. Lol. Sutahu. These pair will be 120 with 5 overs left, then get out. And then Windy Fanatic asks if it's a pitch, and Sutu says it's not the pitch, playing like an ODI.
Yeah, the last boundary was off the last ball of the 7th over Over to you, Bennett. Actually, no, over to the Jingles first, and then over to you, Bennett, because we have a change of bowling. Go for Bennett.
Thank you very much. Greetings, everyone. Good day to you, wherever you are. It's Bennett, Olagasegram, Messi, and Knuckle taking you through the next passage of play. A change of bowling. It's Greg Overton, who's come back again into the attack.
Jamie Overton, my
apologies, sorry. Jamie Overton has come back into the attack after bowling an over. Earlier on, we're on the 11th over of the innings. Pakistan winning the toss, making the one change. Shahid Shah Afridi coming in place of Fahim. And this one's on the leg stump, and Farhan does well to get bat on ball. And it goes towards the mid-wicket area, and the bat is scrambled through for a quick single. A good start, Nekul, you reckon, for Pakistan? Cautious start?
I think England will be far the happier, to be honest, at this stage. I think on these pitches, you've got to do your work early. You've got to get yourself through the power play with good intent and a good scoring rate ahead of what is probably likely to be a slowdown, and Pakistan just didn't.
Indeed, Overton bowls this one's hit uppishly, but in no man's land. It goes towards the long on area. I went through rather quickly towards the fielder there, and Barber rotating the strike, but he's 25 off 23. Batting at number 4. He used to open the batting earlier with Rizwan, the former wicket keeper. A different role for him to play. He's tasked with holding the middle order together. The Pakistan run rate just below 7. England doing well, and this one's short, a big hike, an ugly looking hike there by Farhan. The ball getting an inside edge, goes through to the fine leg area, and the batters go through for a single. Farhan, the highest run scorer in the tournament, Nakul.
Yeah, did some useful knock, I think a 40 odd and a 70 odd against the Netherlands and the USA, and then that 100 in the final group game that Pakistan had to win and did against Namibia. Sauzada for Khan's last boundary was off his 19th ball. Barber's off his 6th.
Overton bowls, and this one, he's bowled him. He was looking for that hike again. Barber into the mid-wicket area. Good straight, fast delivery from Overton. He's looking to swing. Didn't get nowhere near the pitch of the ball and cleans him up. So Pakistan in all sorts of trouble with the score on 73 in the 11th over.
Yeah, you want...
Barber was getting more and more frantic, got tied down really nicely by Adil Rashid. Could feel the gap between balls faced and runs scored narrowing. And Jamie Overton's just very simple, just classic, the absolute epitome of you miss, I hit. That hit the top of off stump, and another converted opener comes in at number 5.
Absolutely tactical.
Green shirt, white shoes, left hand bat, what's he gonna do? He'll hit the ball, run as fast as he can. The every girl's crazy for a car's a man.
Good tactical bowling change there by Harry Brook. I think I've been quite impressed with the way he's captained the England team in the last few games. He looks very confident. England getting their act together. They had a bad outing with the bat versus Sri Lanka. But I remember when Pathum Nissanka, their match winner, Sri Lanka's match winner, was batting, he did a very tactical field placing, moving the deep mid-wicket area to where it was, and Pathum Nissanka hit it straight into the bucket hands of Jamie Overton for that dismissal to start up the collapse for Sri Lanka. So good bowling change. Jamie Overton certainly paying off the confidence bestowed upon him by the skipper. The last ball of the second over, outside the off stump, on the back foot goes Fakar, another opener batting at number 5. Into the covers, no chance of a run. End of over number 11, Pakistan 73 for 3. Messi J, what have you got?
2 super chats, I'm pleased to say. Brad in Brisbane has sent us $5 Australian. He says, here to see the Pakistan win. Hey William, Lockie 6, VI is Lockie 6, pesky Roman numerals. Is Hendo there with 2 pillars today or just Sam? I think it's just Sam actually, I didn't see a second pillar. And Zippy Tune has sent us $5. He says, cheers all, hope everyone has a great day. This tournament has delivered some fun moments. Thanks as always for the distraction from life. Well, that's what we're here for, Zippy. Distraction from life is what we're about.
Super chat game, super chat game.
Thank you to those who are contributing with the super chats. Bring your comments on and your views and thoughts. The polling change again. It's Will Jacks coming right arm around the wicket, and Farhan just plays it towards the mid-off area, and the batters go through for a single. Interesting there.
It might be Will Jacks. Maybe it's Will Jacks. It's probably Will Jacks. Yeah, it's Will Jacks.
Will Jacks with his confidence high. 3 man of the match performance in the last 3 games. 2 with the bat, 1 with the ball. He opened the bowling in the last game versus Sri Lanka here, being called on to bowl quite late in the innings. 11th over, Will Jacks, man for all season. Nicely, delicately played. This one's on the leg stump. He caresses this ball straight into the fine leg area for a boundary. Lovely looking shot there by Faka.
First boundary since the last ball of the 7th over.
Indeed. What are your thoughts on Will Jacks being held back on this occasion, Nakul?
I mean, they didn't really need to use him up top. Archer bowled so well up top.
Jacks bowls shortish this time on the back foot. Punches this one. Past the square cover point area. A bit of misfielding there at the deep cover point area by the fielder, unfortunately. That's a boundary given there. Jacob Bethel, one of the better fielders for England, unfortunately letting the ball go through as he was attacking it from the cover point area. Eyes not bending down right to the ground there to stop it, unfortunately. But Fakazama two boundaries in a row. This is a good delivery on the leg stump, a bit of turn and pushed into the covers, and the batter steal a quick single. Messi, you want to say something?
I was just going to say to Knackle, that gets us dinged these days, I think. That.
Oh, sorry. But by who? Pagliacci?
God knows.
83 for 3. And Pakistan looking to consolidate, courtesy of 2 back-to-back boundaries here. Farhan and Faka, 2 attacking batters here. They got Usman Khan, the wicketkeeper, Shadab Khan, Mohammad Nawaz, the 2 all-rounders, and Shahid Afridi is also capable with the bat. Shortish, this is slapped away to the cover, straight into the fielder there. No chance of a run. In the bowling, Archer 1 for 25, Overton 1 for 12, Liam Dawson 1 for 17, Sam Curran, Adil Rashid and Will Jacks, the others being used. We also have Jacob Bethel, who's not bowled much so far in the last few games. Jacks bowls shortish. That was a drop down, but Farhan couldn't get on top of that. He places straight into the deep square leg area, and the batters go through for 1. 84 for 3 off 12. Messages.
Just on Bethel. Bethel's had a cut on one of the fingers on his bowling hand, which he's only just recovered from now, so that's why he hasn't bowled the last few games.
Yes.
We've got another super chat from Greysteak666, who's very kindly sent us $2. He says, I recommend the Grey Cricketer today. Deep conversation on the future. They can be a lot of fun, the Grey Cricketer, although they do sometimes think they're funnier than they are.
I don't. The phrase "stones and glass houses" come to mind as far as we're concerned.
Yeah. That's probably very fair.
Adil Rashid bowling the 13th over. Sorry, Messi. This one's dragged away from on the leg stump towards the deep square leg area by Faka. These 2 dangerous batters together. Nakul.
Yeah, a few jingles to get through. Sorry, for the super chat.
Super chat cash, super chat cash.
This man is bowling, and he's inexplicably, really, as a spinner, bowled one of these.
Over the line!
Huh? I'm sorry, Smokey. You were over the line. That's a foul.
Front foot no balls as a spinner.
Could this be the breaking point for Pakistan, where they can break free with the Queen? I want to break free, goes Fakar. Unfortunately, a wild hoik there. Not able to, ugly looking swipe there. Unfortunately, not able to get back on ball. Fortunate for Rashid, using all his experience. He's been a clever contriver in these conditions, using the pace of the pitch to his benefit is a magician for England. This one's quicker through the air. What a turn! Way outside the off stump and turning prodigiously onto Fakhar Zaman, who's cautiously placed it, not with conviction though, and looking to break free here. And Adil Rashid certainly playing with the batters here. Over pitch on slower floater through the air. Magical piece of bowling here by this English magician, who's done many games like this. Nakul.
The sequencing in this over, the sequencing in this over has been beautiful. Fakhar completely didn't read the googly a couple of balls ago, then the big turning leg break, and then that really slow delivery, which Fakhar is very, very lucky. Oh my lord, he's done it again.
What a turn! That was prodigious turn from outside the off stumps. Fakhar Zaman, usually quite good with spinners, playing for Pakistan in those conditions, absolutely has no clue. We're seeing a masterclass of leg spin bowling, Nakul.
He's absolutely nailed the pace to bowl on this pitch. He's bowling a little bit slower, no much more than 50 miles an hour, and Fakhar Zaman hasn't got a clue.
As Rashid bowls quicker, this one turning the other way or going through there. This one's pushed into the deep cover area. The fielder picks up. The batters look for one, and that's all they're going to get. So it's been a magical over with a no ball, 4 dots and a single. It's Farhan on strike. Shahidussan Farhan, who's been the highest run scorer in the tournament. What can you do? It's looked good, but not looked the act that Pakistan want him to be. This is Googly, heaved away. He picked it up, but nicely placed between deep square leg and deep mid wicket. And he plays it beautifully for another boundary, which takes him on to 41. End of over number 13, 91 for 3. Message here, what are our listeners saying?
Yeah, just talk over this jingle, Jez.
Clifford Bradford says, hello for snowy Connecticut, USA. Is it bad for batting? No. Are England bowling well? Fairly. Or are Pakistan simply making harder work of it? Yes. Leah says, I would watch a Mughal Empire themed adult film starring Fakhar Zaman. Dear, oh dear, Leah. Grace Tuck says, the great cricketer got serious today. Also interviewed Greg Chappell on Imran Khan. Well, that would be interesting, actually.
Yeah. Nakul, come in with some thoughts. Oh, sorry.
No time.
It's Jax who's coming again. My apologies. Yes, time's just flicking past me. That's a beautiful shot by Fakhar Zaman. Dances down the track with his dancing shoes on and lifts it high and mightily over the bowler's head, straight into the over wide screen. And that's a 6.
Smack it in the air, beyond the boundary. Smack it in the air.
These two will be critical for the Pakistanis, as this one's on the back foot and tickled away towards the short fine leg area, and the batters go through for a single. I think, in a way, Fakhar Zaman coming to the wicket might be a blessing in disguise for the Pakistanis. We all know what he's capable of. Farhan looking to accelerate the scoring. He's been there for 13 overs, only scored 41 runs. And this is time for him to break free, and so he does. That one's quicker outside the off stump. Farhan goes on bended knee and lofts this one, deposits this one straight into the deep mid-wicket area, being the typical banker that he would like to be for another 6. 2 sixes in 3 balls.
The first one was a bit of a hoik, to be honest, from Fakhar Zaman. He came down the track and was definitely beaten in the flight and just sort of trusted his hands. That's a fantastic shot from Sebzada Farhan, 100-metre 6.
Wow.
Will Jacks was obviously brought on for Fakhar Zaman for the left-hander, but Fakhar Zaman has managed to get himself off strike, and now Will Jacks has got to sort of go anti-match-up.
So the match winner from the last game, struggling here on the back foot and driven powerfully past the short extra cover area into the deep extra cover point. There's a bit of running to do for the fielder there, gives the ample time for the batters to come back. A good over for Pakistan. This could be the turning point for them. Jacks playing all kinds of roles in this England setup.
A Jacks of all trades.
Jack of all trades, and his Jacks. Well said.
Yeah.
Oh, drawing this one.
Tony Bishop's never far away.
and dragging this
influence,
one.
at least.
He couldn't really push this one through any better, not able to get bat on properly. Zaman, he's on 7. We're in the 14th over. The last ball, he's bowling it way outside the off stump, making him fetch it, and so he does, but this one's going straight into the deep extra cover point, and that's 50 for Farhan. 50 up at the end of over number 14. Messi, you can come in after jingle.
Talk over it.
Sudahu said, well, wow, the sound of that 6 was beautiful. Yeah. Well, we don't get to hear the sound from the ground, unfortunately.
I can't imagine. 50 off 37 balls for Sabzada Farhan, 6 fours, and that fabulous 6 off Will Jacks. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, Clifford Bradford says, PAK has been doing great work for Pakistan for many years, but we still like to joke on his name. Obviously, we're 14-year-old boys. Well, we do have a track record in that regard, let's face it. And Yankee 7000 says, I see a whole bunch of little boys from middle school making fun of Zaman's name. Silly boys. Yes. Well, it's quite true. We're guilty as charged. But, hey, everybody can be let the inner child out from time to time.
Will Jack, sorry,
I think we're on a drinks break, are we?
We are indeed. We are indeed. 107 for 3 off 14.
Ben McCormick says Pakistan on the charge here. And Extra Flappo says we're silly little PAKs. Yeah, that's about... Oh, got one more. It means pride of the world, says Yankee 7000. There you go.
Thank you, everyone, for your comments. Keep them coming on. Knuckle, Will Jack's an interesting player. He's played the opener's role, played in the middle order, asked to finish the innings for England, opened the bowling with the new ball, frontline spinner in the Ashes, and now come on to bowl at the 11th over. Knuckle, thoughts?
Yeah, also frontline spinner on his Test debut in Pakistan, batting at 8 and bowling Baroda. Very much a
Moeen Ali look-alike?
Not so much. Well, in the sense that he's had to play roles that he's definitely not played in domestic cricket. He's a
man for all seasons.
Yeah, he's a top order batter in domestic cricket and in franchise cricket. Yeah, for Surrey and for the various franchise teams, including Royal Challengers Bangalore. He's just had to find a role, and he's done it very well. He's performed a couple of good rescue acts with the bat already in this tournament, including alongside Sam Curran, and he's bowled early in the power play. I think partly he's had to bowl more because Bethel hasn't been able to bowl, and I think, to be honest, now with 5 overs to go, still 1 of Archer, 2 of Overton, and 1 of Rashid, and probably 1 more, and 3 of Sam Curran. I don't think that Bethel will bowl, and I think that's the last we've seen of Will Jacks.
Bowling. Yeah, I mean, six decent bowlers with Will Jacks sort of supporting the 5 frontline bowlers. England looking like an attack that has everything covered. A left armour, 2 bowlers who can bowl in the 90s, another slower left armour who has the moon ball as well, and a couple of really good spinners. This one, Sam Curran, coming back into the attack, bowling his second over. That's going to be a change after this over at over number 15. England, if they win this game, by virtue of the earlier win against Sri Lanka, will go through to the semis.
All but, given the run rate advantage that they built up with that massive win against Sri Lanka. Let's jingle up Sam Curran. Yeah, they would have to...
There is a possibility.
Some things would have to go very, very badly wrong for them not to make the semis after this game.
Yeah, almost certainty if they win this that they will go through, with Sri Lanka really being down on the run rate, and New Zealand-Pakistan game being called off has worked in their favour. But let's see, Sam Curran bowls this one. He gives himself room going on to the leg side, slashes this one towards the deep extra cover area where Phil Salt fields, and the batters go through for a single. Current run rate 7.60. They've got 7 wickets intact. What would be an ideal score, Knuckle?
I think on this pitch, I think you're probably looking around about 170 as maybe par. I think, honestly, Pakistan might need more than that just because of how deep England bat and the fact that Pakistan's attack is a little bit unbalanced.
Sam Curran bowls. This one comes in quickly onto him, but Farhan equal to the task. He pulls this one towards deep mid-wicket area, and the batters go through for a single. But England's batting has not looked very convincing in the last few games.
No, and I'd be worried about that if I were Pakistan, to be honest.
Exactly.
If Butler and Salt do fire, which you would expect them to just by law of averages and how good they are at the top of the order, Shane Sharaf really hasn't been the same bowler for the last few years. Got Salman Mirza as the spinner. They do have a lot of a fast bowler. I am surprised they didn't play Abrar Ahmed. Get him into the side.
Ahmed, yeah.
Abrar Ahmed, sorry. Abrar Ahmed, Pakistan, the leg spinner.
Yeah. So this one's over pitched and driven towards the mid-off area, and the batters go through for a single. But then, yes, we have the two top-ranked T20 batters, Butler and Salt. I was very impressed with the way Salt played in the last game. That was the turning point for England after losing a lot of wickets earlier on. But they've had two all-rounders who contributed very well to their batting. Will Jacks, Sam Curran, Jamie Overton has looked good a few times, although not contributed as much in the last few outings. They got batting all the way to number 11, with Adil Rashid being the recipient of a few first-class centuries, and Jofra Archer who can wield the Butlers. This one's short, bit of a hoik there, sort of I don't know what you call it, like a tennis ball kind of a shot. Looking to play it over the fielder there, but on the bounce goes to the short extra cover area. No chance of a run. Last ball of the innings, and after this is going to be Bear
of the over
and William of the over. Sorry, my apologies. Of our innings, at least our stint together. Yes, last ball coming up. Sam Curran on the 15th over. Run rate just under 8. Sam Curran bowls. Oh, that's his moon ball, and he drives it back. Was there a stop there?
Sabzada Farhan played about 4 shots while the ball was in the air. Got a thick inside edge, which Sam Curran managed to stop. I think the ball came off the bat considerably quicker than it came out of the hand, and they managed to scramble a single. They have not picked up that moon ball at all. Pakistan scramble a single, 112 for 3 off 5, and we're going to have a switch in the commentary seats.
Whilst Bear is getting ready to come on, William, hello there. How are you doing?
Hello. Not bad, thanks. How are you?
Fantastic. Good to sort of.
Hello, Bennett. Hello, Will.
Hello, Bear. Hello. How are you?
I'm very well. How do we think this is going?
Well, I think it's evenly poised at the moment. I think Pakistan, the next 5 overs, they will definitely break free. They've got some really good hard hitters yet to come. I think it'll be a good game.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a question, isn't it? As Overton comes in, first ball, the next over, bowls it short of a length, flashed at by Farhan, misses it through the keeper, no run. If they get away, or if when they try to accelerate, England get the wickets, and then they can sort of keep them down to 150-ish. If they get away, I think they'll get 170, 75.
But England's batting has not looked convincing, Bear. This is my concern. And, they struggle versus a mediocre.
Well, in general, you have to say in general, Pakistan's hasn't really, let's be honest. Apart from Farhan's 100.
But they've done well so far, I think, given the conditions.
Well, yeah, I think you want more in the power play. That one's gone up. Has it gone long enough?
It has.
Only just. Yeah, it has gone long enough, but only just creeps over the long on boundary, and it's 6 runs. What do you reckon, Will?
Yeah, I think for Pakistan, how many Farhan gets will obviously be quite interesting for them and quite important. Obviously, it's one of those where when you're kind of on round 50 and 60 with kind of like 5 overs to go, you kind of want them to bat through. So
yeah, but you also want them. They're in. They've got their eye. And you want them to be hitting sixes and accelerate big time.
So I think.
That's full outside off stump. Laser through the offside. Missed the field. Good shot. And that's 6 followed by a 4. So, have you got a dog, Bennett?
Yes. Can you hear you? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. That's all right. I didn't realise you had a dog. That's all.
He's a big boy. Sorry.
Are the builders annoying him?
Yeah, he is. He's a bit annoying. I should have sat here, but anyway, I'll hopefully won't get to hear much of it.
He can see us all on the screen. He's freaking out. That was a good shot. Don't need that. 10 off the first 3 balls. It was over.
Can you see him?
No, I can't see him, but I can hear him.
Yeah, indeed.
Wants attention by the looks of things.
Yes.
Overton coming in. 4th ball of the over. To Farhan. Goes across his stumps. That big uphill MW. And he's been given. And that's what England needed. As you were saying, Bennett. You know, you got to accelerate. Get out. He's going to review, but I think he went right across his stumps and it was crashing into leg stump would be my view of that. It's been given out on the field. It only has to be shaving leg stump now. But that could be what England really required. Thacker hasn't really got going yet, but again, he's a dangerous man.
He is indeed. That looked very close, Bear, to me. I
thought it was out.
It was a 6 at a boundary and a dismissal. That looked really, really close. He strangled himself there.
He got right across his stumps, hadn't he? Oh, now has it got a bit of bat?
Maybe down the leg.
No, I think it's going straight enough. The question is, did it touch the bat? He did review it straight away. We're going to have a look at Ultra Edge now. It's at the bat, through the bat, nothing on the bat. I think that's out. I think the umpire got it right. He went right across his stumps. I think that's middle stump. You can see it's just between his legs. It's him on the inside of the pad.
He reviewed quickly, but not straight away.
Yeah, he was looking at it and thinking down leg side, but I think he'd gone so far across his stumps trying to work it down there. The value of pace, really. Beat the batsman to the ball.
It's been good tactical bowling changes by Harry Brook.
Apart from the Will Jacks over. As me and Hendo were saying, that was 1 over too many for Will Jacks, I thought. I mean, it was obvious. Knackle was saying they had him in to bowl to the lefty, which is kind of fair enough, but having got off strike first ball, it was always dangerous. They're lining up obviously, whether it hit the stumps or not. Here we go. It's hit him in line middle, it's hitting middle and leg. That is plumb. Lost their review, and England get what they needed there was a valuable wicket.
The crowd says, you're out.
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, I think he's lost his earpiece there. He couldn't hear what was going on. But if there's a big screen, it should say.
Yeah, indeed. It was a good partnership there. It was building up. Farhan looking good, 63 or 45. The highest run getter in the tournament. Along with Zaman, Fakhr looking good. And this is a good breakthrough for England.
It is. It's a really good time to get a wicket as well. Now someone's got basically, Shadab Khan's got to come in and go from the off, hasn't he? And it's really hard at the back end of an innings, I think. And I think Adil Rashid has got an over left. And certainly Overton's got 1 after this. Jofra's got 1 left.
Dawson's got 1 as well, I think.
Dawson's got 1. Adil Rashid's got 1.
Jax has bowled the 2, so they might not call him back. But then other than the other 3, maybe...
Well...
plenty of options.
Down the track comes Shadab Khan, skews it off the outside after the bat, and he's going to get 4. Not a convincing shot, but he's in there to do that.
And if you kids can't listen, then you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing a boundary,
Actually, he played that better than I thought. I thought he'd skewed that off the outside, but I think he angled the bat, lifted it up over, well, basically a very deep gully point area on the edge of the circle.
Got a boundary nevertheless.
And they've got a boundary, all important. 14 and a wicket off this over so far. 2 for 26 ain't bad off 3 though in an ODI, in a T20 even. Last ball can only be defended though. Back to the bowler, end of the over to you, Will.
Yep, we've got well, there's one up here, so Clifford Bradford, 8, 9, 10. So, Bear, what's the odds on Pakistan going over 170?
Well, I went under 159.5, and the next ball was hit for a 6 and then a 4, and it was over 171.5 within 2 balls. But it'll be 10 to 11, whatever the score is. I haven't got my phone on me, so I can't tell you exactly what the line is, but it's somewhere between 160 and 170.
Yeah, then Zippy Tuna, I approve of animal commentators. And Extra Fluffo's asking to see the dog.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. How big's the dog, Bennett?
45 kilos.
What sort of dog is he?
He's a big black lab.
Ah, right. Adil Rashid is in. Tossed up. Has he got enough on that? Yeah, long way over. Long on. But picked up by Fakhr for 6. Let's have a look. Sorry, I didn't see him.
Welcome, says Zaman.
Yes.
I think his first ball for a 6. Yes.
He tossed that up. It was a bit too wide, allowed him to free his arms. And I guess he was guessing at that point which way it was going to go. Adil Rashid comes in again. This is his last over. It's a straight honour. He tries to guide it down to third man. Could have quite easily just nudged that into the palm of Josh Butler. But he didn't. Didn't pick him at all the last over he faced, did he? He was all over the place. Adil Rashid in. That is straight up in the air. It should be caught. Yes, it is. Sammy. Is that Sammy Curran, I think?
You almost made a meal of that there.
No, it was Liam Dawson. Wow, they're never hard. It was going a long way up and it was over his shoulder. He was chasing it back, but he did catch it. And that's another important wicket. Fackle was looking to get away. And
it's googly. He didn't pick up.
Yeah, it was a big googly. He didn't pick it up. Pitched on leg, went away from him. He was trying to sweep it. Important to take your catches. Unlike in the Ashes, we seem to have not dropped that many in this in this series.
England taking wickets at regular intervals is bringing back some pressure to Pakistan as they're looking to break free with some
big hitting
shots. But the problem is they're not being able to rotate the strike. There have been boundaries and sixes, but
dot balls in between.
Exactly.
I mean, this is it. He's gone for 6 on the first ball, then got a dot on a wicket. He's kind of pulled it back. Get 3 singles out of this over. And suddenly, and this is probably the last recognised batsman.
There's Mohammad Nawaz. He can bat as well.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, I mean, again, he's more of an all-rounder, isn't he? I mean, he's got some big shots, but you might be able to fox it when he's got to come in straight cold. That's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming in quite low, isn't he, Usman Khan?
Well, yes. First ball is tossed up and slammed out to Cow and Loney. Oh, for fuck's sake, some shitty fielding again. I don't know if the outfield's a bit bobbly, but they got back for 2, and it shouldn't have been 2. It's straight to the fielder. I don't know who it was, but he just fluffed it and allows him to get the bat for 2. Good catch by Liam Dawson.
It was going away from him.
Yeah,
it was difficult with the angle.
They are quite tricky.
Very
that one's
hard,
just dropped into the onside, fielded by Josh Butler. So 8 and a wicket with 1 ball to go. If they can get out of this over, as we were talking about earlier, it's getting in and getting out of the over. They didn't get in very well. The first ball was hit for 6, but if you can get out with a dot or a 1, I think you're going to be reasonably happy with that over. There's only 3 left after this.
It's ball very well.
Tossed up. Ooh, he hasn't got out. First and last ball, 6. Tried to toss it up, not great. And it's been slammed out over Cow corner.
Great shot. Great shot by the Pakistan wicketkeeper.
Just gave it too much air, didn't he? Took his chance, cleared the front leg, gave it a big heave home.
Very adventurous on the part of Usman Khan. The last ball, many would have thought he would just play Rashid away.
He can't afford to do that, though. You've only got 3 overs left.
Right, during this quick week, got a super chat from Zippy Tuna, $5 for showing us the putt. And then Stephen Kelp, serious dog points for Bennett. Chris Hendry, promote Bennett to the big screen so he can include his dog. And then Yankee 7,000. So the ICC has shown courage by appointing an Indian Nitin Menon as umpire in this game. Will they appoint the Pakistani umpire in an Indian game?
Ooh.
Now, why would the Dubai branch office defy New Delhi?
Well, that's an interesting one, isn't it? We might not go there, but I presume it would not be the case. And also, it's interesting, I was reading this morning about, the Indian buyers of 100 teams don't want to buy any Pakistan players. I think it's fucking outrageous. That one is slammed. Oh, very hard at Harry Brook, who's at extra cover. I think he's just parried it. Yeah, he couldn't stop it. It's gone down to the boundary at extra cover. It's going to be 4 runs.
And if you kids can't listen, then you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing a boundary,
I mean, it was
that would have been a blinder had
it would have been. That. I mean, it was hit fucking hard, wasn't it? I mean, he got there. The fact it bounced out of his hands and still went to the boundary.
That would have been taken by his standards.
I think at this level it should be. Oh, that's going to be a wide. Just.
Yeah.
Liam Dawson gave his skipper a bit of a stare. I'm not sure whether that was.
Well, we all know what bowlers are like. Don't like going for runs. And I'm sure Harry was saying, yeah, but you haven't bowled it so shit, it wouldn't have been hit so hard. That one is full and played up to long off. Are you going to think about 2? Nope, not this time. It's only a single.
46, 8.8 and a half, Bear.
They're picking it up,
slowly
aren't
but
they?
surely.
Yep.
Crescendo. They've got a couple. Nawaz yet to come, and these two looking good. 180, I would have thought.
Well, so 18, so you got 2. You got, I think, probably Overton and Joffre bowled the last 2 overs, don't they? Could go either way there.
Yeah, 180 might be a bit of a stretch. I think 170 to 180 will be a good score for Pakistan.
Again, it's tossed up. That's not a wide. If that gets him a wide, I won't be happy. It's
well
not
bowled.
been. It was well
It darted
bowled.
that quick and right into the wicketkeeper's hands outside the off stump.
Yeah,
Usman Khan looking to give himself room there, paying the price.
Well, I think he was hoping for a wide, wasn't he? It was just on the line. And they're tempting him to try and hit it into that space out there. That one's gone inside. Oh, has he got enough of that one? No. Caught down at long on. I think it's Overton
Maybe
down
Overton.
there. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's got bucket hands, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a big tall man, and he had to got bucket hands, and that is a 6 wicket. Good little cameo from Shadab. As Usman. That was Usman.
Usman's out. 8
off 5. So, although he did hit a 6.
That was hit quite nicely, though, but it's just that he didn't get the elevation that he anticipated. Or perhaps
not quite
placement.
the timing. Bigger boundaries
exactly.
out here.
Yeah. Straight into the fielder there. He didn't have to move. Sorry, back on.
Let's give him a send-off.
Send
I
off.
won't look back, 'cause by the time that I do, you'll be gone.
I still think they're going to set a competitive score here. I think 160, 170 is always reasonably competitive in Sri Lanka. I think England are capable of getting it, but it'll be a question. I mean, Josh Butler's not got a start. If he could fucking get a start in this game.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy, right? If he and Salt get the start that they usually get, I think.
Well, they haven't had it. I mean, Salt had, before he got his 60 in the last game, Salt had a couple of good starts getting into the 20s.
But Butler never got any good starts, did he? He looks scratchy right along, but he's too much of a world-class player to miss out.
Wow, is he getting to the end of his line? He's 36 now.
Too hard.
Yeah, trying too hard. I mean, he got out to a terrible LBW in the last game. Oh, that's got to be out, surely. Yeah, first ball, Nawaz. Went down to sweep it. It was a quicker ball. It was in at leg, middle and leg. Don't think it's turning. It's around the wicket.
Really clever bowling by Liam Dawson.
It was, wasn't it? Oh, he's on a hat trick.
First one. He's on a hat trick. Certainly put the brakes on the Pakistani batting. And Nawaz is a dangerous player.
Well, exactly that.
Handy.
And it has been reviewed. They have got 2 reviews. Still don't understand why they have 2 reviews in a 20-over game. But I think that's pitched in line.
That's crashing on the middle.
It is, isn't it?
Without a doubt.
Unless he's hit
Unless he's got a bat, yeah.
It doesn't look to be anywhere near the bat. And it's hit, it's hit his back pad, I think. Right in front of middle on the knee roll that's bent. It's not going over. I suppose the only question is, did it hit in line? It's nowhere near the bat. I mean, did it pitch in line is the only question for me, but I think it was well in line. I think it was about leg at worst, middle and leg, possibly. He's bowling left arm round.
He get a hat trick, some decent figures, 3 for 23.
Yeah. He's a good bowler in this format. I wouldn't put him in a test side ever again, but
he bowls within himself, doesn't he?
Yeah, pitched.
Oh, that's got to be
in line.
yes, no chance.
Wicket gone. So yeah, let's give it this one.
Now you're gone.
Swings and roundabouts, swings and roundabouts. Now will they get 160?
Pakistan looking to accelerate, are in dire straits. 2 wickets in 2 balls. Liam Dawson on a hat trick, 146 for 7.
No reviews left. Shaheen Shah Afridi is in next, obviously. He can hit a long ball too. He's got a jingle like this.
It's always time for Shaheen Afridi.
No, not that other guy, that Shaheen.
It's always time for Shaheen Afridi.
No, not that other guy, he used to find the ball.
Shaheen Afridi, Shaheen Afridi.
Probably won't have many better chances to get a hat-trick.
Yep.
He's been brought back more for his experience than for his form, hasn't he, Bear? He's been in really not great form, Shahid Afridi.
That came up Shahid Afridi. He's only 25. Do me a favour. He's been around for fucking ever, hasn't he? Can't be 25.
He started very early, I think.
Well,
like
he did, I
most
know.
Pakistanis.
But that was very full again and just played up too long on. Gets out of that over again. They got a 4 off the first ball. Likely after. Well, no. You know, they haven't got out of the overs. They've lost wickets on the last ball, or in that case, 2 overs.
I've just had a quick Google. He is 25. He's born in 2000, so 26 this year.
When did he make his debut?
When he was 5.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Greystoke, Bennett, tell your dog is famous, he'll believe you.
Yeah.
Then Pete Hoggs asked Bear, what's he drinking?
Madry Exceptional. That's rather good.
There we go, that's what Sutu guessed. Then a lot of talk here about the 100. And Sutu says, what should the ECB do? Tell them to buy Pakistani players. And Clifford Bradford.
Well, no, but I mean, there must be other people who are on the boards of those teams or on the selection committees who should tell them that's not how it works, mate. You know, it might not be that they don't want any, and they can quite easily get around it with that. It's Jofra in around the wicket to Shaheen Afridi, who plays it up to long off for a single. However, you know, if there is someone they genuinely want, then they should tell them to fuck off, basically. That's not how it works over here. The problem is, obviously, there are too many players in the world who probably want to enter the auction. It's quite easy to fudge it and go, well, they didn't get picked. But I think the fact that it's in the papers, something should be said. That's just not how it goes, man. We've had some, and have we had Pakistan players in the 100 before?
Yeah.
Yes. So there you go. I don't know who. Obviously, I don't watch the 100. That one is cut out to the boundary for a single. Slower ball from Archer there. Yeah.
So just on here, actually, Tharong one has said apparently Cricinfo are giving Pakistan a 61% win probability.
Well, maybe that's England's batting. Maybe it's scores here. It is a new pitch, and it supposedly is going to get dewy, in which case the ball should slide onto the bat better. So that's the theory anyway, isn't it? That's picked up. Not picked up far enough by Shaheen Afridi. He pulled it. I thought he got it for 6, but nope. It's been caught out deep square leg. I think that's Sammy Cowan out there.
It was a good shot, but he didn't get the elevation like what he expected to, unfortunately. But Pakistan losing their way from being in a good position. They could have gone up to 170, 180, but they lost 3 wickets in the space of a dozen balls.
They have indeed. Wow.
On your bike, mate.
These are crucial opportunities, isn't it, Bear? The last 2 overs of a game.
Well, that was what I was saying to you. This could go either way. It could be that, you know, the batters get away with it. But the problem is, this is it. When you come in and you're in the last 2 overs, you've just basically got a slog. And if you get it right, it's true. You know, they hit a couple of 6s and they lose a couple of wickets. I mean, that's the way it goes. You want to get as high as possible. 149. It's a competitive score. It gives you a chance, doesn't it? I mean, England won against Sri Lanka with a very similar score.
140 odd, yeah.
So, you know, Sri Lanka played that all wrong and got out. You lost 5 wickets in the power play, and the game was done. So,
I always think as well, it would depend obviously how England probably, like you said, the power play. So obviously, once Sri Lanka lost 5 wickets in the power play, you pretty much lost the game.
Yes.
So.
And this is it. And you know, the fact is that Pakistan actually only lost 2 in the power play and then had a good partnership. That's full and clipped straight to mid wicket though. Will Jacks fields, and there is no run. So I went under 159.5. It's getting close now. I thought I was completely blown out of the water when a few 6s and 4s went a couple of overs ago. Now it's back in even money, I'd say. 8 balls left. I've got 10 runs to play with. And Archer is in short. It's just played out through mid wicket. Out through cover. Fielder Is that big Jamie Overton in at cover? I think it was, but
Yeah, it was,
he couldn't field it. The man from the boundary was Bethel, I think, came in,
But
fielded it. It was only a single.
But he almost left it go past him, right? Knowing that the fielder was behind, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
always the one. He's a great
If
fielder,
you're shut
isn't he,
up-
with pocket hands. Sorry, William.
If you're shut up here, would you rather go for the boundary or try and take the single? Because obviously one ball left. He probably wants to take the whole 19th, 20th over, maybe.
Well, yeah, he probably does, doesn't he? What will Archer do? If I was him, I'd bowl full pace on. He doesn't though. He bowls slower ball and it's cut. Is there anyone out there? There isn't anyone out there. That's why I'd have bowled full pace. And he gets hit for 4, but he's not on strike. So let's give that a jingle. But then, you know.
And if you kids can't listen, then you bound to see the way you get shot for crossing a boundary.
Over to you, Will.
Yep. We have had Ajit Eskandar. Glad to have GC for company as I wait to board a flight back home. Stephen Kelk 496. I've got the Doom popcorn bubbling away nicely, ready for deployment. Then I don't think Yankees expecting any Dewey, you being funny.
Now, what they were talking about on the telly earlier, saying there was going to be Jew, so who knows?
Yeah. And then again from Ajit, looking forward to joining the ranks from the weekend. And Ishan says the sun shining on Bear makes them sparkle.
It's, you know, actually today and yesterday morning, because it pissed down rain yesterday evening, you kind of felt, oh, spring is on the way. It's a little bit warmer. The sun is vaguely out. Sammy Curran is going to bowl the last over. Missed. It was hit straight to cover. They ran anyway because I guess they want to get Shadab on strike. He had all the time in the world to aim at the stumps. I think it was Captain Harry Brook. He aimed, he missed. Ooh.
He had all 3 stumps to aim there.
Yeah. Well, not all 3. It's kind of from an angle, isn't it? Missed it by quite a lot as well. I can't believe it. It's what you train for, Harry.
Exactly. I've seen the videos and doing they were doing like north versus south, and like chuck it like a water bottle and then hit it in a goal and all this kind of stuff. With the Instagram videos, they like pissing out, and you couldn't do it there.
Well, Shadab, 5 balls left, 155 for 8. I've only got 4 runs to play with, so I'm
run rate's dropped down now. It's closer to 8
well,
now, 8.09.
I think England will be happy with about 160. From this side. Ooh, just knocked into the leg side. They're going to try for 2. They are, you know, and they're going to get it as well. The classic, no one is in the ring. Everyone has to come in from the outfield, and it's too far away.
Clever batting by Shadab. He's been around for a while. He was vice captain and led the Pakistan team quite a number of times as well. He's been out of form and out of favour for a while, but here it is. 4 more balls. What can he do? Pakistan have got the mystery spinner.
Well, he's not really a mystery, is he? He's just a stop-start bowler that no one can seem to be able to get away.
That's the mystery, isn't it, Bear?
And a lot of people reckon he throws. I don't actually think he does, but it's just the action makes it look like he does. That's into the pads, inside edge, onto bat. Are they going to get 2 again? They are going to get fucking 2 again. Damn it, that's me done. I've got half a run to play with. They're not going to get any more runs. Unless he gets 2 wickets and 2 balls, I'm screwed, I reckon.
I wonder if England have got anyone to like practice his action. I saw like Surya Kumar Yadav was like practicing his action before they played Pakistan. I'm trying to wonder if England have got anyone who can repeat his action to like give the players some practice.
Shadab Khan's toying with the field, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's playing that without much power and sort of making the fielders toil for it and coming back for 2. Clever batting.
Indeed. Well, there's only 3 balls left. 159 for 8. Short. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, well, he's not going to run, is he? Because he wants to strike. That was a dot ball. Tried to smear it through the offside. Slower ball from Sammy Curran.
You do think fielding-wise, probably could have kept them under 150 if they'd fielded a bit better. So
certainly could have done. Haven't dropped any catches, have they? But they've just let a few 4s through where they didn't need to. Especially Bethel. Bethel's had a nightmare in the field. And maybe we're not giving thought to the fact that the outfield here looks a bit ropey. Could be a bit uneven. Sammy Curran around the crease again, flicked nicely. It's going to get 4 runs out through wicket. It's a bit of a helicopter off his toes there from Shad Khan, but there's a very good shot. Gets 4 runs.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That was over pitched and beautifully picked up by Shadab Khan.
Yeah,
doing
it was.
well. He has got 8 runs, saw 4 balls.
Yeah, pretty good strike rate, but I think England will be quite happy with how these last 5 overs have gone. It could have got away from them, and they could have got to 180. 185, which would have been uncomfortable to chase. I think 160, you're in the ballpark of what you expect, really.
Yeah. Farad and Zaman was certainly looking like they were going to get to that level.
Yeah.
Again.
Same shot again. Should be someone there. There is 1 run. They're going to come back for 2 anyway. And this time he's run out. So they end up on 164. England will have to chase 165 in their 20 overs. So a run rate marginally over 8. I think England will be reasonably happy with that as a chase. I think Pakistan will be reasonably happy with the amount of runs they got. They think they're in with a chance. We could have, I say could, because it's a T20, but we could have an absolute barnstormer on here. It's the right sort of target where even if England lose a couple of wickets, someone gets in. It could come down to the last 5 overs. England only 5 wickets in hand, but someone in sort of scenario. Much like the Pakistan innings was, actually. We just don't want to lose the wickets there at the end. And I think the advantage England have, and I said this against Sri Lanka, is exactly what you were saying earlier. A lot of teams, whilst everyone can bat, I think England's bottom order bats better than most other teams in this tournament. I think they just got better hitters, better actual batsmen. And
if you think about it, Bear, sorry to interrupt you, Sam Curran and Will Jacks won actually 3 games with the batting at 7 and 8.
Well, no, 6 and 7.
6 and 7, sorry. Yeah,
but this is it. I mean, you've got Overton, you've got Archer, Liam Dawson's a good bat. They've all pretty much, I think everyone in the side, bar Jofra, has scored a first-class ton.
Well, I guess
but what I'd like to see is, I'm sorry, William, but what I'd like to see is if they lose early wickets, I'd like to see Liam Dawson batting higher because he's not a hitter. He can hold, you can hold.
Yeah. Well, they kind of did that in the last game, didn't they? But then it didn't last very long. Anyway.
Yeah, but that was just one up.
Yeah. That's not a problem. Will, what were you going to say?
I was saying, England, I think they've got with the lower order as well. If you've got I don't know, like a Tom Banton in, and you've got Adam Rashid with him, Rashid is good enough to give him the strike. Whereas a lot of other countries, their lower order just try and whack it. I think England's got players who can kind of knock it around a bit as well. Yeah,
I think you're right there. I mean, it may only be worth 10, 12, 15 runs extra, but in a T20 that can be the difference, can't it? So we shall see. Right, we'll have a little break, put on a little podcast for 5 minutes, no doubt, and then we'll be back straight after the break with the crew that will be Bennett, me, Bennett, Messers and Knackle will be starting you off after the break. I've got a couple off, actually, that's nice. And then I'm back for the last 2. I'm back for the denouement. Lovely. With Hendo. We shall see you later.
Cheers now.
See you in a bit.
William. Cheers, bye.
The notes to this podcast. And is it true you're moving on to your next book, Guerrilla Cricket, the story of a rebel commentary station?
It's in the works.
Is it?
I'd
love someone to write a book about us. It'd be fantastic. It would be cool. I think one of us might have. I might have to be self-penned, Bear. I mean, we've got the talents of Hendo and me who can write a bit. We've got Nick. We got Nick. We've got Anindo.
I'm sure we could pull something together between us.
Anindo could knock up a quick Wizards, the story of alternative commentary writing. There'd be loads of opportunities. Well, anyway, so obviously, Nick, the one thing I didn't ask you is what do you want to drink?
I'd love to have Guinness.
The old B&B. You can. We've had plenty of people asking for Guinness. Who had a Guinness last time? I think Annie might have had a Guinness, rather unusually. You're very welcome. By the time, we've only got 45 minutes, it will take most of that time to pour, but you'll have to live with that. And you will get the little shamrock in the top, and you might get Paul Sterling to blow on it if you're very lucky.
That sounds lovely. I could do without the stand, but I do need the shamrock.
Right. So, this World T20 starting to take shape a little bit. Very basic question for all 3 of us, I suppose. Is it more or less fun than we expected? Bear, why don't you take that one first? Where do
I
you stand
quite
on that
enjoyed it, to be honest. There have been some close games with teams you wouldn't expect. I mean, the problem with T20, as we always talk about, is even though it's a shortened form of the game that's supposed to make it tighter, as often is the case, one team scores too many, and another team has to chase it down, loses wickets early, and then the game is pretty much done in 5 overs, and you can see the result happening. Pretty much what happened to England yesterday, losing to the West Indies. I think they let them get too many at 195. But fantastic game between England and Nepal, and who saw that coming? I mean, I thought Nepal had that one really with 11
Especially
to go.
as they're limping to defeat, probably. Never
Yeah,
say
they're
never.
getting absolutely hammered
against
here by
the
Italy.
mighty Italians.
Italy are 68 for none after 6 overs, chasing 124. I mean, they're halfway there. I mean, they need about 4 and over now. I mean, much as we discussed, Italy are full of basically international rejects. I mean, JJ Smuts, who I remember seeing playing for South Africa, I can remember him playing for South Africa 3 or 4 years ago, is now playing for Italy. Apparently via his girlfriend's grandmother or something? Wife's grandmother? Did someone put that on a WhatsApp group?
His girlfriend's grandmother. That's not even a relative.
Well, exactly. I mean, it might be his wife's grandmother.
Wait, I think more likely. Well, I mean, let's just for a second be a little bit indulgent and talk about England. Are you not slightly... Oh, well, actually, it's not fair, because we didn't ask Nick. Enjoying it more or less than you expected, Nick?
I think enjoying it more than I expected to. I thought yesterday was a really good day with the super over between Afghanistan and South Africa, and then...
Double super over.
And then a sort of upset of Windies beating England. I think, I like the big feel that it feels a bit more global, and I think we've maybe just got to slightly readjust our kind of focus. And you know, in the early stages of the Football World Cup, you get Brazil versus Azerbaijan, and no one expects it to be close, but you're kind of whetting the appetite. You're seeing what the teams are offering, and it's a bit of an amuse-bouche, isn't it, for the Super 8s, which I don't really agree with. I'm a big fan of quarterfinals, old school way, and games with jeopardy, but that's a different conversation.
I'm 100%.
Well,
with
there will be games with jeopardy, won't there, when it comes to the Super 8s, because whoever wins the first game has only got to win one more, but then, you know, if you win one, lose one, and every team does that, then the last games all... And presumably the last games in each Super 8 will be played at the same time as well, won't they? Is that going to be how the way it works? I suppose you can't really fix it like you can football. Yeah, I don't think they'll do that, Bear, because, you know, like the ICC have consistently put sort of profit over product or unfairness. So, I would be surprised if they are. Yeah, I don't think it matters so much in cricket because, everyone, you either win or lose, don't you? But I mean, no one wants to lose. So, I mean, it could come down to everyone needs to win their last game in a group. You know, you win one, you lose one, everyone does that.
You either win or lose, or you have a Super.
Well, you've got 3 games in the Super 8s, haven't you? So you could win one, lose one, and everyone could win one, lose one, and then basically everyone has, whoever wins their last games, it could all come down to run rate, blah, blah, blah. Although 2 teams go through, so if everyone's doing that, then 2 teams will have 2. The other 2 will only have 1 win, won't they? So,
but we go back to England for a moment?
Yeah.
Just out of interest. Because, you know, limped through or scraped through against Sri Lanka, just as they did against...
Sri Lanka, you mean Nepal?
Sorry, Nepal, I beg Nepal's pardon. Is spin our kryptonite? Against the West Indies, 6 wickets fell for 96 in 12 overs of spin, and we slumped on a turning slow pitch from 131 for 4 to 166 all out. It just feels like, you know, you could forgive scraping through against Nepal, but then against the West Indies, frankly, I guess they were relying on dew that never really did materialise, and I guess that's you know, the law of sod. I think they need to employ Messi as dew consultant. But they were poor. England were poor and seemed to get everything, just pretty much everything wrong.
I fucking hate this discussion because I don't think it is. Again, I think it's T20 cricket, right? I mean, the fact is they were poor. Adil Rashid should have caught Rutherford, dropped him, fucking dolly. He went on to score another 30-40 runs. And the fact is, although we were 4 down, and yes, everyone can bat, You only have a certain amount of power hitters, right? With 4 down, you basically had Sam Curran and Will Jacks, who were the proper batsmen who were left in the side once they were out. And at that point, you're chasing 11, 12 and over. It's not a question of they're shit against spin. It's a question of you've got to score 12 and over against spin. You can't just knock it in the gap and hit a single. You haven't got time. It's not an ODI. You can't play yourself in, catch up and then go. You've got basically go from the off. You get it wrong, which is very possible in short form cricket. You skew it up in the air and someone catches you. There's 5 men out on the boundary. I mean, in that sense, it's a bit of a lottery when you're chasing down a big score. Everyone says, oh yeah, you know, chasing down 200 is easy. Fucking ain't easy. Scoring at 10 and over for 20 overs, even though you've got 11 batsmen, is never going to be easy. Doesn't matter how good you are, because you only have to make one mistake in cricket and you're out. You don't get second chances.
I think it's sort of weirdly...
It's the way it goes.
It's weirdly odd that the first... You know, you go back to the 24 World T20 and, you know, ifs and buts and maybes, but Scotland were battering the ball all over the West Indies. And then it rained and England got a point out of that. Nepal, we just squeaked through, but, you know, it's a bit like Manchester City playing...
Don't say Liverpool.
No. I'm trying to think of a team that's even worse than that. Scunthorpe.
Watford.
I don't know. Yeah, fair enough. Scunthorpe, and you know it's 0-0 until the 94th minute, and they get one on the break. You know, but Nick, where do you stand? I mean, to me, so Bears are all in on the it's T20. Anything can happen. It's all going to be fine. I'm a bit more in the. I just see worrying signs of England. You know, not being as good as they think they are, if I'm honest. Where do you stand on that one?
We're into the thick of the season.
Well, we're about to be into the thick of the England reply to Pakistan's total, which a middling, I would say, 164 for 9, as Phil Salt and Just Buttler walk out to bat, trying to get that opening partnership, which has been the best opening partnership in the world in T20 cricket, back up and running, which it has not been at any point in this tournament. Let's jingle them up. I'm Knuckle Pandey. Messi Jez is with me. Bennett Olgasegaram is going to be taking you through ball by ball when he turns up.
Terrible, Phil Salt. Fuck off!
And
Butler, okay, he can't spell Joss, but he also can't spell Butler. Joss Butler, just because he is Joss Butler. 1 S and 2 T's, Joss Butler.
So England need 165 runs to win to all but secure their place in the semi-finals. Slip in place for Phil Salt.
Butler's in desperate needs of runs, isn't he?
Would be handy for Joss Buttler to get himself going. I think Pakistan are going to open with the man who for a long time was absolutely unplayable in first overs, Shaheen Shah Afridi. He's someone who also is very, very badly out of form.
It's always time for Shaheen Afridi.
No, not that other guy, that Shaheen.
It's always time for Shaheen Afridi.
No, not that other guy.
Shaheen back in to the side in place of Fahim Ashraf. So swapping a fast bowler for I was going to say an all-rounder, but Fahim's not really bowling much these days. Shaheen is going to start left arm over the wicket, of course, to Phil Salt, trying to swing the ball back in as he does. But it's been a long time, several years since Shaheen Shah Afridi was the force we all know him to be. That one's gone away from Phil Salt. Has he taken a wicket first ball? He thinks he has. And yes, he has. It was just angled across Phil Salt. He tried to drive. It was probably there for the driver. Thin nick and a nice take by Usman Khan behind the stumps. Is that what Shaheen Shah Afridi needs? You bet it is. Is it what England needs? You bet it wasn't.
Wow. It's well bowled.
The crowd says you're out.
To be honest, it was there to hit for Phil Salt. It was on a length and drivable. Just maybe a little bit of movement away, and Phil Salt just got a very, very fine nick through to Usman Khan, who dived across to take it in front of slip, and England's captain has sent himself in at number 3. It's not Jacob Bethel. Harry Brook has taken it upon himself to come in and try and get England moving, as I vamp to try and find his jingle.
Great new jingle.
Oh, the ball, he tries to slug it, but gets out like a flog. Oh, if Harry only had a brain. And when he gets out to the middle, all their plans turn into piddle. If only Harry Brook had a brain.
Batted okay in this tournament. I wonder if this is an attempt for Harry Brook, who is far happier against pace, to not have to start against spinners. Bat him up the order. He likes pace on the ball.
It's true, yes.
Save Jacob Bethel.
I just hope he takes a couple of deliveries to actually look at the way the wicket's behaving.
Let's see. He's facing up to Shaheen Shah Afridi. Comes down the track and whips it. Doesn't time it very well. It doesn't carry anywhere near mid-on, but there is no run. Shaheen Shah Afridi. The last time these two played each other was a big game in Shaheen Shah Afridi's career. It was the World Cup final, 2022. Shaheen bowled a very good first over, got Alex Hales out, then got injured later in the game trying to take a catch off Harry Brook as it happened, limped off, and basically since that knee injury in 2022 he hasn't been the same bowler. As we welcome Bennett Olegasegaram to take over ball by ball. A little bit like somebody had to do, I had to fill in for Bennett.
And you're on mute, Bennett.
As Harry Brook gets himself and England off the mark, just pushing to the edge of the circle. Nice weight on the shot. They come through for 2. Bennett.
My apologies all. Thank you very much, Nakul, for sort of filling in. Yeah, as I come back, England have lost their first wicket with a score on 2. Shaheen Shah Afridi striking for Pakistan. He's been brought back in for this all-important game. Experienced campaigner. A good outside edge for Usman Khan to take a regulation catch. And the misery for Josh Buttler continues. Oh, sorry. There was Phil Salt who was out earlier. My apologies. So 2 for 1. That one's way outside the off stump. And Brook watches this ball going through. Is that a tactical sort of a move for Brook to come in number 3?
Yeah, I think so. We were just talking about this. I think the idea is that Brook will start against the quick bowlers rather than against the spinners.
Yes, indeed. So again, an early wicket for England. This is where their strength is going to be tested. England have a formidable side, but the batting has not clicked. Harry Brook, the skipper, faces up to Afridi, curries him there of a good length and climbed on him as he gets a hurried sort of a bat on ball there towards the cover point, and the batters have enough time to go through for a quick delivery there, Nakul.
It was there. Yeah, he's 140 k's an hour. Just that little bit of movement, that seam movement across Harry Brook. That went quite a long way in the leading edge. Actually played it pretty well in the end. Just dropped the hands and then got the single. Shaheen has a little word with Harry Brook, who scored a lot of runs in the Pakistan Super League.
It did indeed, and he scored runs in Pakistan as well in the Test series, didn't he? He got a triple hundred there. So Buttler, what can he do? He's been scratching a little bit around in this series, but we all know he's termed as the best ODI T20 batter for this one's outside the off stump, moving away. Buttler got a jaffer of a ball first thing up. It's been moved off the seam on middle and off, but the batter looking confused. The skipper comes marching into the middle to marshal his troops to see if there's a review there. They decide against taking it. So a great welcome delivery for Buttler, and that's the end of over number 1. 3 for 1.
Good luck playing that first ball. Actually, that was such a good ball. It was too good for him to nick.
And especially with somebody who is out of form like Buttler, that must have been must have had his heart in his mouth. Messi,
if he was in form, he'd have nicked it.
Indeed, that's the point. Yeah.
Best Afridi over I've seen in a long time, to be honest. Who says Joff had the ball moving. I'd be wary with big shots early on. Yes, well, please play the Bear Salt jingle again. Sums it up nicely, says Stephen Kelk. Where are we? If Brook gets a duck, I'll ship myself with glee, says Lockie Six. Well, you've been denied that, I'm afraid.
Your underwear are safe.
Yes. English openers struggle against left-arm swing, says Tim Wilton Davis. They don't really do left-arm seamers.
Here he is Mercer, the left-arm seamer. Quick run up, and this is on the leg stump and beautifully tucked away by Harry Brook to the vacant deep square leg area, and that's a welcome boundary for England, 7 for 1.
Off the bowling of this skiddy, bustling left arm quick.
To promise you a musical. Salman, you're a beauty thing. Promise you a musical.
Salman Mirza came in to the team for Naseem Shah partway through this tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it's surprising they haven't really picked Naseem Shah, haven't they? But this one's it's Harry Brook with his dancing shoes on right down the track and didn't get hold of that. This one goes on to the mid-on area, no chance of a run. What do you think of Mercer?
His run-up reminds me, and remember Sohail Tanvir?
Oh, yes.
He
bowls with an awkward action.
Bowls slightly awkward, not quite off the wrong foot, but it's very. The arm is doing a lot of work in the delivery stride. He's not as good a T20 bowler as Sohail Tanvir was, who took so many wickets in the early days of T20 World Cups.
Yeah, he played for a long time. A tall, lanky kind of ball, isn't he? But he had similar run-up, you're right. It's short on the back foot, didn't get hold of that, Harry Brook, and he plays it to the covers. 7 off 7, target 165. England in the second over, current run rate 4.66, required run rate 8.54. England, a win in this would almost put their heads up into the semis. New Zealand, Pakistan and Sri Lanka, the other teams. New Zealand and Pakistan, by virtue of an abandoned game over the weekend, are tussling for the second spot, along with Sri Lanka, who had a very lackluster performance against England after being in a very strong position on Friday. So England on the driving seat. The batting has looked fragile in this tournament. What can they do? This one, oh, beautiful delivery on middle and leg and moving away with the angle. A typical left-armer's dream, left-arm seamer's dream. Mercer certainly doing well here with that delivery. Like a pace as well there. Took a pace.
Yeah, lovely little cutter.
Yes.
Lovely cutter. It went away. That's sort of turn of the 20th century bowling, fast cutters into the surface. Yeah, they're sort of
the moon ball.
the left armers are playing on the fact that England know that the ball is the ball coming into them is the danger, so they're just hanging it across them.
Indeed, Mercer bowls short, and this is the Harry Brook style on the back foot, and he deposits this one effortlessly, heaves this one over the deep square leg area for a majestic 6, the first of his kind for England in this innings.
His intentions were 6, 6 to 6.
That was effortless, Knuckle.
He made that look ridiculously easy. He's just Harry Brook has just stood there and almost no-looked that into the stands. Just a whip through of the arms.
It was like a backyard kind of a game, isn't it? Just sort of depositing this right over. It was like a regulation, and that's Harry Brook at his best. That's a good sign for England.
That's a leg glance with delusions of grandeur.
Haha, that's said. Mercer bowls this one. Oh, he moves away on the leg and then moves across his stumps and cracks this one on the offside as off his shortest delivery outside the off stump for 78 miles per hour, and that goes into the deep cover area, and the batters take a single. England over number 2 gone, 14 for 1, chasing 164. Messi, what have you got?
Eric J says, are we going to get a welter of mad Pakistan appeals? It is an Indian umpire. Ben McCormick says, this is the game going to be the game when Pakistan actually turn up, isn't it?
They've been okay in this tournament, bar the India game where they completely fell apart.
But it's only when they come into the semis and finals where they give really, really bad performance, don't they? It's bad viewing to watch when they play in this sort of... Go on, Messi.
Ghost Rider says, Brook in at 3, tactical decision to keep him away from spin, to which he's been out to 4 times in a row, possibly.
After he bowls left arm over, sorry, Messi, on the back foot. He's looking good, isn't he, Brookie boy? He's meddling the ball really well, effortlessly. He's looking like a man on a mission. Just pushes this one into the deep cover area. and the batters go through for a single. A good tactical move. Harry Brook promoting himself up the order to number 3 after losing Phil Salt early. Phil Salt after making a good 60 in the game against Sri Lanka, which was a match-winning knock for them. England have to score around 8.4. They got 150 runs to win in 107 balls. As the next one, Butler moves away at the last minute. Maybe some insects flying around here in Pallekele. Pallekele is very close to Kandy. You may be aware that I hail from Sri Lanka. My origins come from Sri Lanka, although from Colombo. It's quite close to the famous Kandy Asgiria cricket ground, the test match. If you've watched cricket for a long time, you'll remember that. It's up in the hills where Kumar Sangakkara hails from, just across from where he is, where he went to Trinity College, Kandy, along with a couple of other Kandians who played for Sri Lanka. Muthaiya Muralidharan, who was St. Anthony's Kattukaskat, who was a little bit further away. But in the hill capital of Kandy, on the back foot, goes Butler and pushes this one towards the deep mid-wicket area, rather. And the batters have ample time to come back for 2, as there was not much of pace on that shot. Not sure whether he intended to play that, but England will really want to see Butler getting some runs and into some kind of rhythm here, Knuckle.
It sort of looks like Harry Brook has taken over what Phil Salt was his role is go hard early and allow Butler to. Butler's best T20 innings are when he gives himself time and when he's set, he targets a bowler.
Short outside the off stump, and he looks to square cut, and he's got an edge, a leading edge there, and Butler's misery continues as Shahid Afridi gets this one outside the off stump, a leading edge straight into the wicketkeeper's gloves. Usman Khan. England in all kind of trouble, like they've been in this tournament with their top order failing. 17 for 2 in the third over, Knuckle.
Not much of a shot from Butler. He played a few of those against Sri Lanka early and was lucky not to be dismissed. Yeah, an under edge, sort of slightly flat-footed. He's not really getting his weight into any of the shots he's playing, really. And
he looks like a man woefully out of form, doesn't he?
Yeah,
the time played that shot.
None of it. Moving. His rhythm and his timing is all off. And Shaheen Shah Afridi has dismissed both of England's openers.
Great change. Sorry, Knuckle. Go on, Knuckle.
Sorry, just saying, as England's usually number 3 comes in at number 4.
Yes, indeed, and also Shaheen Shah Afridi, who was not played in the last couple of games, was brought back in tactfully here by the Pakistan think tank, certainly paying off. He's a man for the big occasion, isn't he? He's always been there, around for a while, supposedly 25 years of age, but seems like he's been there forever, like most Pakistanis do.
He made his Pakistan debut back in 2018.
Wow, as an 18-year-old.
18-year-old, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. So Shaheen Shah Afridi proving his mettle here, proving his worth for Pakistan here. We'll need some big performances from him, and the mystery spin bowler is yet to come in. They'll be looking forward to that. The one who bowls with his paused action, that's Usman Tariq. And they've got some nice spinners in there as well. Shadab Khan, who's not been in great form. Mohammad Nawaz can bowl a little bit. And Shaheen Shah Afridi again. This one's good delivery, nicely driven, comfortably and confidently to mid-off. No chance of a run. Bethel, the wonder boy of English cricket in the recent past, had a great Ashes, and he captained the white ball side to Ireland as well. The youngest captain ever, has made his mark as a permanent, or at least a kind of a fill-in at number 3. He made that position his own. He's looked good in this tournament, Knuckle. Overpitch driven, straight into extra cover, no chance of run. He's looked good in this tournament, Knuckle.
It's very rare that Jacob Bethel doesn't look good, to be honest. He always gives the impression, even when he's not scoring runs, of having a real confidence and calm and authority about his batting.
Something calm about him, but you mentioned about his injury. I hope that's not sort of making him uncomfortable whilst he's batting.
Understand that the effects of that. He had a cut on his left hand, which is bowling hand, which is why he hasn't been bowling recently. Understand that he was fit to bowl today, just it wasn't needed.
he wasn't needed. I kind of like his bowling as well. He brings some variety to it. His fielding is gone. This one saw on the back foot he goes, flicks this one majestically towards the deep square leg area, looking quite comfortable there. And the batters go through for a single. At the end of over number 3, 18 for 2, Brook on 15, Jacob Bethel on 1. Messi.
Tim Milton David says, to give Pakistan their due, they are strong at T20, regularly beat other countries. Mike Crutchburn's like hell has some advice for you. He says, bet it needs to splurge on a nice pair of headphones. The ones I see on the screen look like the ones you get at the Dollar General store. That's a bit mean.
It's funny, so I don't like wearing my headphones, but I mean, the other time I had Bear and Messi giving me a bit of a mouthful to say I need to wear my headset. I'm not a headset wearer generally, but apparently I don't come out very clearly when I don't wear it. Sorry, guys.
It's the microphone that's the issue, really.
Shouting tends not to work on the radio as they have a change of bowling.
For the first time, they've done something right. Cause the selector's pick Saim
Ayub, the new bowler, change of bowling. He's done very well for Pakistan in recent past with his leg spinners. Crafty bowler. This one's pushed into the long off area, and the batters go through for a single.
He can bowl both finger spin and wrist spin.
Yes, indeed.
So he bowled he bowled the off spinner to the left-handed Bethel, and I imagine he'll switch back to leg spin for the right-handed Brook.
Yes, that's a bit like Liam Livingstone, who can turn the ball both ways, but he's a wrist spinner and a finger spinner, supposedly. Let's watch how he's going to go about in the power play. Not an easy task. Must say the headphones, even at work with my team meetings, I don't use them. My work setup is a lot more, picks up much more volume quicker, but this one's overpitched, pushed towards the mid-on area. The fielder has to move around and picks up a quick single. Brook, that is 16 off 12. They're watchful, Knuckle.
Harry Brook is not a particularly good starter against spin. He's very good at picking up the length when you drop short, but I think he's probably well advised. I think initially early in his innings to knock the ball into gap. He can get stuck quite quickly. I think Jacob Bethel should probably take the majority of the spin, certainly at this stage.
As Ayub bowls, this one's on a shorter length. On the back foot goes Bethel. That's looking beautifully executed, meticulously placed between mid-wicket and mid-on for a boundary. It's 24 for 2.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I love how quickly Jacob Bethel reads length. That wasn't that short, but he got onto the back foot so quickly and had all the time in the world to pick the gap.
I mean, that's what we were talking about earlier, how comfortable, calm and composed this young man looks. He's got a long career ahead of him if he puts his head in the right place. This one's played stylishly on the front foot, defensively. No chance of a run. England will do well for this pair to consolidate a little bit. They've got a lot of batting to come. Tom Banton, a lot of all-rounders then. Sam Curran, Will Jacks. Sam Curran and Will Jacks have won England a few games. Will Jacks 2 and Sam Curran 1 with their batting. Oh, that's the commentator's curse. It was actually overpitched and he's dropped him. Overpitched, looking to sweep. And that was the off-spinner, Usman Tariq. The wicketkeeper also went for it, but Usman Tariq was coming towards the ball. He let him go for it. He grabbed it and fell in the process, lost his balance, and the ball juggled out of his precious hands. And England,
way up in the sky, little darling, and if it falls, I'll pick it up. Just pick it up, mate.
Oh, he caught it. It was in. It somehow squirmed up onto his wrists. It went off his chest. He then went for it with both hands, then one hand, then the other hand. I don't know how he dropped that.
Breathed a deep sigh of relief as the next ball, as in the usual cases, comes slightly out. Harry Brook comes out of the wicket and deposits this one beautifully past mid-on for a boundary and end of over number 4. England 29 for 2. Messages.
So listeners are quite harsh on Joss Butler. Time's up, Butler, says Luke Hallahan. Thanks for a great career, but the show's over now. Thanks for coming. Although Sidahu says his tournament isn't over. Peter Hogg says he's keeping his form for the final. You got to get to the final first. It's a slight problem. But Brook and Bethel won't open, says Sudahu. So who's left? Extra Fluffo. Sorry, Lockie Six says this game is alive and kicking. So let's talk cricket. You'll know it's over when I start talking about fucking penguins.
Shine Afridi bowls. This one's over pitch, driven to mid-off. The batters squeezed through for a single, a direct hit there at the bowler's end. But looks like Bethel's safely home. So England on the squeeze here. That was a close call, but
it was well run. He was comfortably home. I like this move from Salman Aliaga, keeping Shaheen Sharafidi going straight through for his third over.
He's always been a good bowler up front, doesn't he? And when he's come back, he's not looked very kind of threatening like he usually does up front. But Shaheen Sharafidi is bowling third over at a stretch. Brook on 20, Bethel on 8. England 30 off 2. And this one's he drives this one beautifully. He moves to the leg side, effortlessly drives this one. A bit aerial, but beautifully placed from mid off to extra cover. And it's another boundary for Brook.
That inside-out shot that Brook plays through/over cover is one of the great sights in cricket.
That was a breathtaking shot by Harry Brook. England will rue the opportunity here with the two openers yet again back in the dressing room. Shafiri bowls. This one's on a fuller length. Brook looking to give room on the leg, but this time not able to beat the fielder on mid-on as it goes straight to him. Enough time to go through for a single.
It's an odd shot.
25. Bethel on 8.
It's an odd-looking. Sorry, it's an odd-looking shot from Brook. I think he was initially looking to again go over the offside. Shaheen Sharafidi followed in, and then he somehow, despite the fact that he was 87 miles an hour, managed to be early on it.
Yeah, 130 to win of 93. Pakistan winning the toss, choosing to bat. 164 for 9. Farhan 63. Babar Azam 25. Zaman 25. Shadab Khan 23. In the bowling, we had Liam Dawson 3 for 24. Jamie Overton 2 for 26, and off Jafar Archer 2 for 32. This one's again similar fashion. Bethel giving himself room and smashing this one straight to mid-off. No chance of a run. So 130 required of 92. Jacob Bethel lucky to be there. He's dropped an opportunity by Tariq. To be fair, I think he was worried that he might crash onto the wicket-keeper.
I think that's being very, very generous. Usman Khan gave him plenty of room, and he had it. He had it right there in his hands, and then somehow he managed to let it squirm through. It was as though he suddenly had more hand than he knew what to do with.
Ayub on that occasion celebrating beforehand, but he's got Bethel back. Afridi, third wicket, short delivery. Bethel not capitalizing on his opportunity, pulling this one straight into the hands of the long on fielder. He had to move a little bit, but taking a really good catch there. And I think the man who will be relieved most would be Tariq as England lose their third wicket.
The crowd says you're out.
Yeah, Jacob Bethel lasting 3 balls and adding 1 run to his tally after that very poor drop from Usman Tariq off the bowling of Sam Ayub.
Shaheen Sharafidi. Yes, he's the one who's picked up third wicket. He's bowling his third over. Good call by Salman Agha for keeping him going. His third over in a row, 3 for 13. One more ball before we do a switch. And the new batter in is Tom Banton.
Another one who's played in the Pakistan Super League.
Tom Banton is a pure T20 player.
Another one who started very, very young and has had to go round the houses to come back into international cricket. That wasn't much of a shot from Bethel. He didn't. If he tried to hit that up, it probably would have gone for 6, but he ended up just hitting it. As you might say, with a penalty, it was a good height for the keeper.
He was almost looking to guide him off the pace, isn't he? He was not looking much power on that. Unfortunately for England, Bethel not able to capitalize. Tom Banton preferred ahead of Ben Duckett. He's had a couple of good scores, but not been consistent for England. This would be a good opportunity for him to stake his claim. As was mentioned before, he was an opener who was in the scene much longer but he had to go around and develop as a middle order batter to be coming back into the team again. This one's a good delivery on middle and leg. He must have got some bat on that as it goes into the covers, and the batters go through for a single. That's the end of over number 5.
Pitched outside leg too, I'd say.
It pitched outside leg. It was going over the top of the stumps, and he hit it. Apart from that, not a bad shout from Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Yeah.
But a really, really good opening spell. Shaheen Shah Afridi, as a leg bite, it hit him on the thigh. Definitely wasn't.
Before we change completely, and for you, Knackle, we have a super chat from Richard Peel, who sent us $1.99. Says, "Yay, Knackle." Thank you, Richard.
Hi, Richard.
YouTube Prime Super Chat. No shipping, unlike the bucket hat.
There's World 11 at one end and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa second 11 at the other end. Shaheen Shah Afridi 3 for 13. Salman Mirza and Sem Ayub have gone 1 over each for 11. As we welcome Will Munt alongside Bennett Alogasegaram here alongside me, Knuckle Pandey, as Pakistan switch finger spinner for finger spinner. Mohammad Nawaz, the left arm spinner, into the attack to finish off the power play, bowling to Tom Banton. Jingle up Mohammad Nawaz after his first ball. Licks his lips nervously, comes in round the wicket. Banton goes for the reverse sweep. It's very, very slow from Nawaz, much slower than he usually is, and it comes sort of off the bottom part of the bat for 1.
Nawaz. The winter of our discontent made glorious summer by this sun
of Pakistan.
Who says that cricket and culture don't mix? As Mohammad Nawaz continues now bowling to the England captain Harry Brook, who just waits for this and pushes it into the gap at mid-wicket. They might get to, they will get to fairly comfortably, as the fielder running back from the circle and the fielder running in from the fence can't decide whose it should be.
Good running there by the batters there. Good running.
Yeah, they've sort of manufactured a two kind of
second one,
kind of out of nowhere. It wasn't a particularly good fielding. Sabzada Farhan from mid-wicket seemed to be running in treacle as he was trying to chase that back. The two fielders out on the leg side out on the boundary rather, is in the power play at deep mid-wicket and long off for Mohammad Nawaz. Brook backs away as he loves to do. Nawaz follows him, and I think Harry Brook has very much won that little game of cat and mouse. Just waits for it and just helps it up over short fine leg for 4. Harry Brook's most convincing innings of the tournament by some margin thus far. 31 of 17 balls.
He's looking very busy and improvising. He's looking very dangerous, whereas England's concerned.
He's hitting the ball where the fielders are not, and I know that sounds obvious, but every now and again Harry Brook looks as though he doesn't recognise fielders.
I think it's on there. That's kind of where against Scotland he kind of tried to almost like play that sweep but ramp it over the field, whereas obviously it's kind of gone for a more recognised sweep shot there, and obviously got the 4.
Nawaz down the track, and that's a really good shot from Brook because he was beaten in the flight. It dipped in front of him, but he's just gone with it and opened the face and got it over cover, back-to-back boundaries for the England captain.
That's pure skill. That's pure skill to be able to change his direction and change the way he wanted to play that as well. Great batting here by Brook.
Lovely hands as well, just opening the face there from Harry Brook, because initially he was looking to pump that straight. I don't think Nawaz did too much wrong there. He saw him coming. Just a really, really good shot from Mohammad Nawaz. 2 balls left of his over, 2 balls left of the power play. Again, Brook backs away, and my word, you couldn't play that any later from Harry Brook. And he almost played that off the top of leg stump. He ends up managing to somehow get it to mid on more or less at the middle of the bat. There is no run. I really thought that had bowled him.
I thought he was bowled too. Actually, the way he played it so late, and almost a cotton ball as well. And his follow through just going past his outstretched hands.
Yeah, Mohammad Nawaz dived for the ball and ended up catching Tom Banton. Talk about playing late. Last ball of the power play. Mohammad Nawaz has gone for 11 off his 5 balls thus far. That's short and dismissed from his presence by Harry Brook. A shot of absolute ridiculous arrogance.
Only Harry Brook can play that shot.
No look, waited for it, swung the hand through the bat. I don't need to look where it's gone. I know where it's gone. It's gone for 6.
So on the messages here, Chris Hendry 7586. This is just typical England start. We'll be fine. Lucky Archer can win this. Go 5T Ryder. Suppose one option for England will be to drop Butler down the order and get Jacks to open the salt. And then I think this was before some better batting from Brook. Archer was one of the best of the bat in the Ashes from Tim Wilton-Davis. And then Tim Wilton-Davis again. Butler should be a finisher for England. And Peter Hogg 8832. Is this when Brook starts flowing? Oh, hopefully so. Well, I hope so anyway.
He certainly has been. He got 50 against Nepal, Harry Brook, in England's first game of the tournament. 53 off 32 balls, but he's looked far more convincing today than he did in that game. 41 off 20 balls. A couple of shots that really show the fact that Harry Brook seems to have so much more time than any other batter. England 53 for 3 off their power play, which must be one of their strongest power plays of the tournament. And they are above the required run rate. They now require 8 and over after the remaining 14 to all but secure their place in the semi-finals.
It will be a great opportunity, Knuckle, here for the middle order as well, isn't it? To sort of see what they can do.
I think the middle order have had quite a lot of opportunity to see what they can do in this tournament, to be honest.
They haven't, have they? But there's an opportunity for them to make a statement to say they can, they can bat a bit longer than worry about the all-rounders getting them out of trouble, I guess.
Tom Banton also scored runs in that game against Nepal quite slowly. Also got 63 against Scotland. In fact, no, it was against Scotland. Sorry, that he got England over the line. He got England out of trouble again from a poor start. The 63 in that game. He's a very good player of spin as well, Tom Banton. Very difficult to bowl to.
Not long ago, it was Jackson Salt opening, right? And when Butler was off a little bit, Salt was keeping wickets and opening along with Jacks as well. So maybe that's an idea. Somebody suggested, one of our viewers, to try and get Jacks in. What are your thoughts on that, Knuckle?
I would stick with Butler. If there's anyone who's under long rope, it's just Butler. And to be honest, Jacks looks very comfortable in that middle order now. And I think he's playing that role really well, that kind of floating middle order along with Sam Curran and Jamie Overton potentially as well, and Banton. So no, I don't think I would make that change. And that if you get one innings out of Josh Butler, his one innings out of is better than most people's. Change of bowling. We're not going to see Shaheen Shah Afridi bowl 4 overs straight. Must have been tempting. Leg spinner Shadab Khan into the attack.
What's the matter, you? Show a little respect. Leg is spinning his harder, but he turns it off at the deck. Oh, he's not too bad. He's always got a plan. Shadab Khan.
Keeping his place in the team.
Should Afridi have completed his over?
I think 4 on the trot would have been a bit much.
I think he might have picked up another wicket. He got 1 in each, didn't he?
He did. But I think that might have been a little bit much, and they obviously want to bowl the spinners to these two. It starts with an orthodox leg break from Shadab Khan. Banton defends into the offside. There is no run. Shadab Khan almost keeping his place in the team as a batting all-rounder these days, rather than as a bowler. He's another one big performer for Pakistan who's kind of lost his mojo a little bit since bursting onto the scene as a teenager. Reverse sweep from Banton, not enough pace on the shot or the ball to work with, and can't beat short third. There is no run.
He's another one of those multi-skilled players, aren't they? Like good spinner, bats well, excellent fielder as well.
Absolutely. It's pretty much your standard T20 field at this stage. Short fine leg, short third, backward point and cover up in the circle. Deep point, long off, long on, deep mid-wicket, deep backward square leg, back on the fence. England went for an extra man in the circle for quite a lot of their innings. Tossed up from Shadab Khan. We saw England's spinners, particularly Adil Rashid, who deserved far better figures than he got, bowling very slow and Shadab is going to do that as well. Banton works a single up to long on. There's that over that I don't know how Al Rashid didn't get Fakhr Zaman.
Yeah. And he was hit for 2 sixes in his last over, wasn't he? First and the last ball. That dented his figures, if not, it would have been just magical.
It's 4 balls in a row that he had Fakhr Zaman looking like he'd never been introduced to a bat before. This one turns a little bit, hanging deep in his crease as he likes to do against the spinners. Good pace on the ball, or good weight of shot on the ball, just pushing to the edge of the circle, running hard and coming through for 2. Brook moves to 43. England 56 for 3, partway through the 7th over.
109 runs needed in 80 balls. A keen tussle between bat and ball here.
England, I think, will, despite the... England are about as happy as you could be losing 3 wickets in the power play, because a couple of big overs. They took 17 off the last over of the power play off Mohammad Nawaz. Shadab in, Brook down the track. Gave Shadab a lot of advance warning that he was coming down the track. Shadab dropped it shorter, bowled the quicker googly, and Brook against an inside edge. Some pretty ropey fielding down there at long leg. The long leg fielder flicked it back to Salman Mirza, who then somehow sort of juggled it hot potato style from hand to hand. I think they were always going to come back for 2. But nice bowling from Shadab Khan. Very nearly beat Harry Brook in the flight. 5 runs off the over, not entirely convincingly. Last ball of the over from Shadab Khan, who started well. Brook cuts hard with a real break of the wrist, helicopter style, but can't beat backward point. There is no run. England 58 for 3 off 7.
We've got here extra fluffo. Just a joke about the cricket before I go. The English selectors, and then Lockie says, "Nice one, Fluff." That and cricket's IQ. Eric J, one run hard, run straight. Any other ones I've missed up here? Alan Shearer here. Lockie, my maternal grandfather was a shearer. He wasn't at all maternal.
I hope he was fair. I hope he was reasonably gentle to the sheep.
And then earlier, Clifford Bradford. I do not get Nawaz's jingle.
Keep William Munt engaged, guys. Keep him engaged. Tell us what you think, your views and thoughts, and don't forget those super chats.
Absolutely. As the man last seen playing the villain in Sholay comes into the attack, Usman Tariq with his headband and his beard and his wonderful voice and his pause in the action. Has he taken a wicket first ball? He has taken a wicket first ball. An off break from Usman Tariq. Tom Banton hanging back in the crease, neither forward nor back. He gets a little thin edge through to Usman Khan, and Usman Tariq strikes first ball. England 58 for 4.
The crowd says, the crowd says, the crowd says, I'm looking at Usman's bowling action. Does it look sussy anyway?
Not to me, he's been cleared. Usman Tariq's been cleared twice by the ICC. Another batter just trying to cut a spinner, and it does not the width for it. We saw Josh Butler tried to cut Shaheen Shah Afridi and got a bottom edge, and we saw now Tom Banton trying to cut Usman Tariq, and the little bit of turn and cramping him for room.
The mystery spinner strikes in his very first ball. England in dire trouble at the moment. 58 with 4 wickets down.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the run rate. They're going close to the required run rate, but 4 wickets down. The mystery spinner starting getting a wicket with a regulation off break as England's man for all seasons comes to the wicket.
Hey, Sam Curran's gotta shine now. How does he have to play to get some runs now? How many can he make?
The ever familiar position for England. Once again, the top order failing to click. England in a familiar situation. Are they going to be rescued by a familiar personnel, Sam Curran and Will Jacks, this time around as well? Or could it be Jamie Overton?
And so far it's Harry Brook, who's scored 78% of England's runs in this innings. Seeing the looks of absolute shock on the faces of some of the England fans in the stands. Usman Tariq certainly is a striking presence, isn't he? 3 fielders back on the leg side. That pause. Brook waits for it to come on with to the arm and just punches it out to deep point. They come through for a single.
And he uses the angle as well, Nakul. He goes right arm round through the wicket to the left hand. So he's bringing a bit of an angle with his height, the awkwardness, and the mystery that he turns the ball both ways with the quicker ball as well. It's quite difficult to pick.
It's the pause that seems to throw off everybody's timing. You think you're set, and then you have to get your triggers and your hands going again. I'm sure they'll try to practice this as much as they can. He's in, pause, off break, turns, and Harry Brook kicks up some dust as he goes deep in the crease and pushes a single out to deep point.
Tall, lanky figure he is. He speaks well.
I guess it's probably
sorry, Gilliam.
Maybe one of those where like you end up almost like playing the bowler. If you get what I mean? As in like there's been so much talk about him, so you probably kind of end up almost like thinking about that before you face him as well, rather than maybe just playing the ball a bit as well.
Yeah, a little bit. That was a sort of flicky carom ball from Usman Tariq that turned like the off break. The first ball was a regulation, pretty much an off break from sort of googly type thing from Usman Tariq. This one ball's very round arm, spears it into the pads of Sam Curran, and they come through for a single.
He's got so many variations, it's difficult to pick. If you don't pick them, you don't know which way to play.
So much so, we're now seeing a graphic on screen of Usman Tariq's wicket variations. One of them is the googly, and the other one has 3 question marks. Tariq Ian flights this up on leg stump. Brook waits for it, pushes on forward on the front foot, and works a single out to square leg. Good start from Usman Tariq, 1 for 4 off his first 5 overs. Yeah, he's mostly out the front of the hand, so it's a combination of sort of googlies off thumb and forefinger and flicked carom balls, and that one that he sort of back spins a little bit from the front of the hand.
I'm sure if he was playing in England, he may have not developed all the skills, isn't it? They would have tried to make him into a traditional spin bowler.
Usman Tariq over pauses and in fact stops completely. It was almost like he tried to he sort of lost the ball in his grip a little bit, like it was about to slip out of his hand, so he backs away. Now he will bowl his last ball of the over. Very round arm, sort of dipping the knees, so changing the height as well as the how it comes out the front of the hand. Curran just pushes a single to square leg. 5 runs of Usman Tariq's first over, and the wicket of Tom Banton, England, after 8, 63 for 4.
Windy Fanatic, 4 on 8. The Cats dominating. Tim Wilton Davis, oh la la. Sagnik Dutta, England are done, looks like it. Banana Brooks isn't happy, illegal bowler. Then $2 super chat from Lockie VI for the wicket and Bennett's e-begging. And then Extra Fluffo, both of them is known in France as Le Boeuf, and then Eric J 001, no, that's Frank, and Greystoke, he banned from taking penalties, this guy. So there we go.
Super chat cash, super chat cash, super chat cash.
Sam Curran actually should have a bit of a leg up because he was his captain at the ILT20 earlier this year. Usman Tariq tossed up from Shadab Khan, who continues, whipped with strong bottom hand by Sam Curran, bobbles into the hands of Shaheen Shah Afridi and then out of them again, but he hit it too well. It was only going to be a single. The outfield in Pallekele is a little bit bobbly. We have seen the ground fielding questionable from both teams, and there's a towel out in the field. Actually, to be honest, Sam Curran jogged that first run, and I wonder if they might have been able to get back for 2 had he actually run it.
They've certainly come back for 2 if they had ran the first one fast.
Tossed up very slow by Shadab Khan. Brook tries to drive, doesn't get any timing, and takes a single down to long off. He moves to 48. I wonder if Sam Curran will take more of a chance against the spinners and just allow Harry Brook to go through and then pick off the fast bowlers, although, to be honest, Pakistan don't really need to bowl many fast bowlers from here on out.
100 runs in 70 balls is the equation.
Quadrant 8 now up over 8.5 and over. Googly from Shadab Khan on leg stump. They push a single. I do like the fact that England have got stuck against the spinners quite a bit recently, where they've ended up just hitting nice sort of net drives straight to fielders. This time they seem to have been thinking about how to manipulate the pace, manipulate the placement, and at least get some singles off good balls rather than allowing the pressure to build up too much. Jamie Overton looking extremely relaxed in the England dugout, leaning upon one of the metal steps as Shadab bowls very wide outside off stump, trying to tempt Brook into a drive, but he's not tempted, and that is a wide.
Brook almost scoring 70% of the runs. Looking good.
Shadab in. Brook again comes down the track, again very early, again Shadab sees him coming, and Brook pushes one out into the covers for a single. Last boundary for England was some little time ago. We saw Pakistan go 5 and a bit overs a boundary, and not as much for England, but the last ball of the power play went for 6, and in the 2.4 overs since, we haven't yet seen a boundary. 3 back on the leg side, 2 on the off for Shadab Khan. That would have been a wide, I think, if Sam Curran had left it, but he ends up just working it to backward square leg instead. There is no run.
Interesting passage of play here. Both teams, stiff competition between bat and ball. Both teams trying to get ahead. It's equal. It's neutral position at the moment, I would have thought. Guys, thoughts?
I would think that's about right. Maybe Pakistan slightly the happier. But then England have an extremely deep batting lineup. That's short and pulled in the air by Sam Curran. Straight pulled. Oh, it's taken a horrible hop over Shaheen Shah Afridi. He was expecting that just to bounce up into his hands, and it's bounced up over his head. He's tipped it over the bar for 4.
It was an awkward bounce, to be fair.
I mean, he will think that he should have got more of himself behind it and had a second line of defence. It was a googly from Shadab Khan. It came off the outer part of the bat from Sam Curran, and it's bounced a fair way in front of Shaheen, and it's bounced and sort of jagged over his left shoulder. A little bit unlucky, but I still think it should have been stopped. A welcome boundary for England, though, breaking a spell of that 3 overs without one. England 72 for 4.
It was a googly there, and I think the ball did sort of change direction, deviated as well, to be fair to Shaheen Afridi. Very hard to sort of pick out. William, what have you got?
Yeah.
Anything from the media?
We've got Extra Fluffo, Yassi Khan, and Extra Fluffo asks, what you reckon Harry will do now? Greystoke, hard to know when Harry doesn't know. And then Sagnik Data, man, how high did it bounce? I mean, Shaheen is a tall man.
Yeah, he is. So just the one over for Usman Tariq. I think they're going to keep him sort of peppering him through the innings and maybe use him a bit later in the innings. Sam Ayub back into the attack, went for 11 off his first over, but did have Jacob Bethel very badly dropped by Usman Tariq. Usman Tariq does the fielding this time, and Harry Brook, as Harry Brook sweeps it to him, takes a single and moves to 50, a good 50 of 28 balls for the England captain.
50 runs, you're 50 runs. Well done, well done, well done, well done. 50 runs, you're 50 runs. The job is only just begun.
Even with a bit of a slowdown, he's striking at 170. He was 41 off 20 balls after that 6 he hit to finish off the power play. Just 50 off 28 balls. Sam Curran back on strike as Sam Ayub bowling his mix of finger spinners and wrist spinners. This one doesn't spin particularly at all, and just a work to the vacant short mid wicket for a single.
91 from 64 with 6 wickets intact. England in their ever familiar position of losing top order batters. A rescue act needed. Skipper looking good. Just got 50 off 28. Sam Curran ably supporting him 10 off 8.
Let's see if England can pick up an authentic non-misfield assisted boundary off the spinners. Harry Brook has played a very odd looking shot, a sort of helicopter pull, come sweep, come 9-iron, and it's just plugged in the outfield, and Harry Brook has come back for 2. I thought for a second that had just gone straight up in the air. Harry Brook was envisaging it going sailing over the stands at mid-wicket, and he's picked up 2. Done by the lack of pace off the surface, I think, from Sam Ayub.
He's lucky he didn't balloon into a place where a fielder was positioned. Lucky to be there.
Sam continuing down the leg side and with square leg quite square. Shaheen Shafri didn't have that much ground to make up. Could have possibly put in the dive, but the big fast bowler on this slightly bobbly outfield didn't want to put in the dive, and Harry Brook does pick up 4. Not a great ball from Shadab to that field with Sam rather with short fine leg up and the backward square quite square.
Played with a lot of authority and precisely placed. Is looking like he's in control, Harry Brook.
Too far down the leg side from Sam Ayub. I'm not sure if they've made a change at the field. We'll have a change in the commentary seats after this over. We've got 2 balls left of it. England 80 for 4, need 85 off the last 62 balls. No, they haven't changed the field, so still the deep square leg, still no deep fine leg. This is tossed up from Sam Ayub, very full, and another bobble in the outfield. Babar Azam, who's a very safe pair of hands, but he got the long barrier behind it, and they come through for a single. I think I can't remember which team it was. One of their fielding coaches was saying that you might have to make sure it doesn't
long barrier.
Saying it doesn't look pretty on this slightly underdone outfield. It's a good pitch in Pallekele, but a slightly bobbly outfield. Has been raining a fair bit. Last ball of Sam's over is tossed up and just pushed gently down the ground. They set off hard for the first. They might try and come back for the second. Barber is in quick enough, and they don't manage it. So Sam Ayub goes for 10, I think, off that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 off his second over. England at the halfway stage are 82 for 4, need 83 off the last 10, and taking you through the next 5 overs is going to be Messages, it's going to be Hendo, and it's going to be the Bear.
Thank you, Knuckle.
Thanks, Bennett. Thanks, William. And Messi is back. Messi, are you enjoying this one? England halfway there. England exactly halfway there at the halfway stage, and almost half the innings, almost half the wickets gone. It's all about Harry.
It's all a familiar pattern, isn't it? Harry's got almost 70% of the runs, which is pretty good. Familiar pattern of early failure, but hanging in there and getting through, I suspect.
Well, just guided down towards third man. They'll get a single to short third man. It's Tariq down there with his Rambo headband, and it's a single. It's often the way, though. T20s mainly get there by 1 run. I mean, you've got to look at South Africa the other day against India. They were 3 down in the power play and got to 187. It is possible. You've got to be smart, take the runs on offer, and you've got to go big at the end. But England know what they've got to get. So if I was England, I'd be thinking these two should be getting through to the 15th over and then seeing what happens. That's nicely swept behind square.
Oh, that'll do.
Man did have a dive this time. Didn't get it. 4 runs.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And if England do keep their 5 wickets, it's going to be a tight. It's going to be a tight one at the end. Potentially.
It's interesting. It'd be interesting to see what the Pakistani captain does with regards to if it's tight, whether he'll go back to Shaheen for 1 over or the other left armour.
Well, tossed up. Nicely clipped by Harry Brook out towards deep mid wicket. Gets a single. Yeah, I mean, if I was England, I believe that we got the power hitting to get us over the line. If we need 30 or 4 or something like that.
Well, it depends who's left. It depends who's out there. I mean, if it's Dawson and Rashid, I'm not sure.
But then we'd be pretty stuffed. We'd be 9 down anyway, wouldn't we? Probably with those 2 there. So we'll see. Oof, that's a googly from. Is that Shadab Khan bowling? It is.
Yeah, and he's gone after it own.
Gone after it. There's no one in the infield. Gets a single out to the leg side. There's no run. I like the fact that he's just hanging back, not trying to hit it too big. Sammy Curran's got big shots, but I think he's leaving it to Brook. I think they probably had a chat and said, right, let's just take this deep. We know we can do it at the end. We just got to get close enough that if one of us makes a mistake, the other one can take it through, and whoever's left can take it through. which for me means we're getting him with 30, 40 runs. Well, there you go. What do I know? Harry Brook comes down a track, batters that straight back over the bowler's head. Great shot, long way, 6 runs.
Oh, that's a proper straight hit, though, isn't it? That's a good use of the feet, getting right to the pitch. Bat goes straight through, and those incredibly quick wrists. Bang.
You got T20 100, Harry? I think he has
Yes.
one, hasn't he?
I mean, T20 International.
I don't know.
He's got 100 in the IPL, hasn't he? He's got 100 in the IPL.
He got 100 in the IPL a couple of years ago. Yeah,
and then did nothing else.
You remembered nothing else, exactly. Well, that one's gone over the top. Has he got that on it?
Yes, just. Yeah.
Well, the guy was straighter than that as well. I think that's gone straight onto the boundary. He's saying 4 while he's wiggling his tongue. I thought that was a 6.
I thought it was a 6, but
I think it hit the top of the sponge.
We're going to have to wait and see.
Well, while we're waiting, we have a super chat from Dr. Science, who's kindly sent us $10.
I love Dr. Science.
Oh, no, that's a great name, Dr. Science.
He says, pint and a spliff because the bear is on air.
Why,
Come on,
thank you.
England, you can get this done.
I can't smoke spliffs in this place, unfortunately, which is probably quite good for my health, but I can drink beer.
And everybody else is breathing.
Well, you know. Anyway, that was a 4.
And that was a very healthy over for England, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What was it in the end they got from that? Quite a few.
Yeah, quite a few. 3 4s in the over, 2 4s and a 6.
2 4s and a 6 at least.
66 required off 54. It's not that required. It's only 7.33. This is why they just need to hang in. That's not a great rate, is it?
And Brook is up to 73% of the score.
Tariq is in, and first ball is on the pads. They're going to go for 2. Good running. Split the field on the leg side of someone at sort of straightish mid-wicket and someone at square leg. Hit it dead between the two. Managed to get back for 2.
100 up.
100 up. And they got 100 up in the 13th over. We've got it up in the 12th. So
we've lost more wickets.
We have lost more wickets, but they were soon to lose quite a few, weren't they?
Well, they lost a run from about. They lost a bunch from about 123. I think. I think they were 123 for 3.
Yeah.
And then they were
There's
suddenly
a difference, though, isn't it? When you're trying to set a
8.
score and when you're trying to chase it, everyone's trying to bash it in their innings, whereas England know what they've got to get to. I think it's just a question of taking it deep. It's the whole thing about T20. Tariq is in, goes back to Sam Curran, plays it back to the bowler, and there is no run.
I think you've changed, Bear.
What do you mean?
Well, I think you used to be of the Andy Ward.
When I am,
Keep going.
I think if you're batting first, it's different. I think if you're chasing and you know what you've got to get. I think it's always worth in a T20, especially in a mindless bilateral series. I don't give a shit. But you're in a competition here, you know, and if England win today, they know they're through to the semis. So it's a really good idea to try and win it today because New Zealand's going to be a tricky game.
Absolutely.
That one's played out to deep cover and there's no run. Never any guarantees, of course, in a T20.
1 run.
1 run, sorry. Yeah, well, there's never any guarantees in a T20, obviously, and you know they're on course here if they're smart to win this game. Still, even though they've lost 4 wickets, you know. So if they can get across the line here today, it gives them total freedom against New Zealand. They can put New Zealand out potentially as well. That's into the pads, and Harry Brook just goes back, works it into the leg side, and there's no run. But as we've said, it all as I was saying to you, and we were talking on the sofa. Another run. Sorry, no run.
What is it?
He's on the beer now. That's why.
On the beer. Harry's brain needs an upgrade. Is what we decided sitting on a sofa.
Yeah.
He's done it well so far. I'm not going to say anything good about
the
it.
round arms filth. It gets slammed out to the team.
Oh,
no! Sammy Curran.
Oh,
that was a piece of shite.
Oh God!
That really was a question of where's the jingle.
Oh.
That was. I've got to find it now. Shit takes wickets.
The first thing I learned from Gorilla Cricket, shit takes wickets. Shit takes wickets, inducing a portion that don't clear the tickets. Yeah, shit takes wickets. Shit takes wickets.
I don't understand why you need to hit that in the air.
No, don't really. I think his eyes just lit up, didn't he? It was a half tracker, and he thought, "Oh, that's shit. I'm going to whack it out of the ground."
It wasn't a half tracker. It was a third of a tracker.
It was
absolutely pulled it down. But you know, this is the thing. You you can never think you've won games. This is, I think, one of the things about England is that they never, or they often think they've won games when they haven't, and that is a sort of mindset that they need to get out of.
Carl Herbert's got exactly that theory. He said this could be the most English finish. Harry Brook to get England to a winning position and recklessly throw it away.
Well, let's think about it. I mean, it's exactly what happened in that final test in India against India. It's not okay. It's not a direct comparison because it's completely different forms of the game. But it is something, and it restricts Harry Brook. I mean, if Will Jacks gets out now.
Yeah, then he's really got to take it to the end, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he'll have to take some. I mean, you can't get through this without not taking some chances.
I do have to say that Tariq has got the most fabulously shaved and shaped beard. It's beautifully done.
Looks like a scruffy urchin to me.
Get out of here. You're the scruffy urchin, mate.
103 for 5. Last ball of the over. Horrible full toss. Will Jacks gets himself off the mark. As it's played down to long off, and that is just a single. Is Tariq one of the highest wicket takers in this tournament so far?
I don't think so. But 2 wickets for 10 off his 2 overs.
What to do about Butler? Do you drop Butler for Duckett now?
Oh, fuck.
It'd be a big call, wouldn't it?
He's done fuck all tournament.
Well, somebody suggested they bring Jacks up to rope and with Salt and move Butler down the order.
As a finisher. Yeah, that could do that. Jacks is an opener and T20 at home.
Yep. Ghost Rider says Brook hardly acknowledged that 50. He knows he has to be there at the end.
Yeah.
Pirate Badshaw's here. Ahoy, all sorts and speedboats.
All right, Pirate.
And England soldiering on. The charge of the Light Brigade says Frank Rockefeller is with us. Hello, Frank.
All right, well, they're bringing back the quick left armour. The other.
Right. Mercer is back into the attack. He's only bowled one so far.
1 over for 11. At the new batsman, so this will be quite interesting. I think Jacks would prefer this in a way.
I think he probably would. There'd probably be a bunch of slower balls and liquid.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah.
At this point in the series,
around the wicket.
He's around the wicket. Guides it down towards the short third. Shadow Khan is there, and it will be fielded. No run. Yeah, I mean his eyes lit up, didn't they, little Sammy Khan? That's got to go, he thought.
And he had to go.
There's a filthy fucking round-arm delivery. Did fuck all off the pitch and was short. It's depressing, but you see that so often in T20, don't you?
Yeah. Well, as Banana Brook says, no wrist roll from Karen.
Well, yeah.
Well, no, but I mean, I preferred them to go for another 2 or 3 overs within striking distance, really. I suppose they kind of nearly are now. And then you're less than 60, don't they? It's played out to cover, no run.
I mean, I know we talk about the technical aspects of rolling the wrists, which is, something that I was brought up on. But then, these days, people hit up. They hit pull shots and hook shots up.
Yeah, to try and get
certainly
6.
To try and get 6. But on that occasion, maybe he was trying to hit it square. I don't know. Maybe he just got it a little bit. He was through the shot a bit too early.
Jacks facing up. Mercer around the wicket. He's gone up and over. I think he's got enough of that to go all the way.
He has
indeed. That's a great shot.
Wow.
And it was kind of toe-endy, but he's given himself some room.
You couldn't have done that. Whether you're Will Jacks, Viv Richards, or anyone, you couldn't have done that. Toe-ended it like that and got 6 in our
no, you'd have got a big shake up the bloody bat and you'd have dropped it and gone, that fucking hurts.
Yes.
The vibrations.
They don't know they're born, these guys.
No, well, he knew there was space out there. Even if he mishit that, there was no one in the vicinity.
Yeah, but it wasn't flying over the boundary for 6, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, it does it again. Tries the same shot. It's gone past the bowler, but it's not going to beat mid off, and there's no run.
I didn't like the amount of showing of the stumps he did there for the bowler.
Well, I think he's trying to entice him, isn't he, to bowl it full on at the stump so he can pick it up again over that same area. That's why he goes outside leg stump.
He's got the second highest strike rate so far in this World Cup, Will Jacks.
Just ahead of Ishan Kishan.
Yep.
Who's been fantastic as well.
Yeah. I have to say, India on Sunday, was it Sunday?
Awful.
Oh,
weren't
dreadful,
they?
yeah.
They're very fallible.
They're bowling apart from Bumrah.
Yeah, Mirza is in again. He tries to hit that into the offside, breaking the wrists, but again gets an under edge back into the ground. Just don't get out, Will. Just
but look at his 5 balls. He's hit 1 ball for 6, and the others have been dots.
Well, that's
you know, and that's not enough. You need
He's shaking his head. They don't need a lot. Yeah,
another single.
It's only 7.5 runs and over they need, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know, I've seen too much England.
Yeah, we all have, mate. Well, England 110 for 5. Pakistan were 87 for 3 at this point, so we're well ahead of where they were. This one he has again tried to smear, and again he's got an under edge into his pads. Well, he got 6 off the over.
I just think having got the 6, he needed to work that around. I think that was silly. He was trying to make room to. That again, it's kind of the lack of brain power, isn't it? You've got the 6 midway through the over. You've got 3 more balls.
I think we as fans and people see it completely differently. I think these guys play so much of this format. I think in a way, because they play so much of this format, like losing isn't a big deal. It's
there may be something in that. Yes.
You know, it's just like some days you win, some days you lose.
It is, but then you know when you talk about a world tournament, and
I know. Well, that is the only difference. But how long do these things? I mean, how often do these things come around? Nice shot by Harry Brook trying to run it down past their man, but got it too square. Hit straight to the man on the 45.
We didn't get any tweets in, YouTubes in, did we? Then
no.
Sorry, Messi.
No, you were busy chatting. The beer's taking effect. Although Brian in Brisbane says he can see your cobra peeking out of your lap.
Oh yes,
that was a slower delivery, and Jack's just dropped it into the leg side. They're going to go through for 2. That's good running, actually.
That is
very good running.
I think he might have gone to the wrong end, actually. The fielder there,
I think they both would have gone there anyway. I think he had to come too far. Once they made the decision, I think that was 2 all the way.
I think Jack's was certainly all right. I worried a little bit for Brook coming into the frame a bit later than I wanted him to.
I think they made the call straight away. Tariq, 2 for 12. Really, with this filth?
Well, it's not all filth, is it? It's hard to get a rhythm as a batsman against someone who does this. This loitering.
It's the round arm that comes onto the bat. He plays it out square. I think he hurried him onto him a little bit for a single. I mean, what was he doing? I mean, I've never seen him before this tournament.
No, I know. There was talk. There was a little bit of chat about
he gave up or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
He came back into the game.
He was. What was the story?
Working in a bank.
I can't remember. Someone just recommended him, I think.
Yeah.
Went along to the nets or something again, and he got picked up once more. He's very intense, isn't he?
He is very Rambo-like. That's a fucking filthy delivery, though. I mean,
there's no pace on it, is there?
There's no pace on it, and it's just thrown up outside off stump. No turn. 49 miles an hour, gets bumped up to long off for a single.
You see, I think at the moment England need a boundary in this over now, and
I think if they get to 17, then they can take chances. Then they've got 5 wickets left to get a few 6s, and then you're done, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's how T20 works. Tariq is in. That one's short and wide. Played out to cover. They're going to try for 2. They're going to go for it. They should make that with ease. Yeah, the throw's not quite to the bowler. So it's not bad. 6 off the Tariq alley over is Usman Tariq, isn't it?
Well, still 1 ball to go.
Well, exactly, with 1 ball to go. Considering he's gone up 4.6 or something so far.
Look at the different
variations
in pace.
That was a quicker ball than the last one. Last ball of his over, tosses it up. Brooks goes back, cuts it out to that same man. He'll take the single, retain the strike, 7 off the over. It's all right.
Yeah. So Matthew Cullen's got some advice for you, Hendo. He says, hello, Gorillas. Was very happily listening using the YouTube feed on my TV, and I've had to go and get my phone out to tell Hendo off for being too negative. It's sunny and you're drinking a Cobra. Cheer the fuck up.
Well said, that man.
Well, hang on. I'm the one who normally says take it easy and guide your way to victory. and I'm being out-hendoed by the bear.
Well, because I'm thinking exactly as you're talking about, this is actually a tournament. And I think that makes a difference. If it was a bilateral, I really wouldn't give a shit either which way it went. And they probably would just try to be hitting it out of the ground. But at least they do maybe, because they haven't got there yet. They have the nous to go, this is a must-win game. If we, well, it's not a must-win game, but if we do win it, we give ourselves essentially a day off against New Zealand. And well, they could try some things out,
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
If you get crushed by anyhow, let's go there. Stephen Kelk says it'll be 18 degrees in Maastricht tomorrow. Talking of sun, wow, that's summer almost.
Well, it's going to be 17 degrees here, I think.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
there's a big southern
warm
front coming up from the south.
There you go. Meanwhile, New York is under 35 inches of snow. Yeah.
No doubt the
justice at last.
Well, yeah, no doubt the climate denials will go, what are you on about?
Yeah. Mike says, went to the bathroom for 5 minutes and England is suddenly cruising. Here in Philadelphia, we got over 1 foot of snow yesterday. Winter isn't over yet here, that's for sure. Yep. Where are we? Got to update that scoreboard quicker, guys. We don't do it. It's a feed that we take. We have no control over how quickly it's done, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
We have no control over many things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a cunning wheeze where it gets scraped from somewhere. Let's put it that way. We won't tell you where.
You've let the cat out of the bag several times previously. But
exactly. Yeah, but I'm not going to say it again, just in case someone's listening.
It's good to see the Bears wearing his ICC band top from the
World
last
Cup cricket.
World Cup.
Yeah. Someone says, "What a rebel! Not even in purple." Yeah.
I know.
What's the matter with you?
Well, they must be having a drinks break. So
yeah,
the 13th over, isn't it?
Yeah. Zippy Tuna says, control the controllables is meaningless to me as I can't control anything. I think that's an honest statement, really, isn't it?
Listen, I'm not saying that I can control things. I mean, I'm looking at these guys and they're supposed to be professionals, so I think they should be able to control things. I'm not a professional. I don't need to control.
So we have a super chat from someone by the name of 10,000 miles away. Tell me what this, he says, for $5 Australian. Why don't they just come down the track against Tariq? It's very hard because you never know when he's going to bowl.
You don't know what he's going to bowl, and the pace is so different as well.
It's just, as soon as you cannot do it. You literally can't do it.
And most smart bowlers, if they see you coming, they're going to alter what they're bowling. We've seen Brook get stumped a few times. Yep, there is a change. Nawaz is on. Bowls it into the pads of Harry Brook. Times that quite sweetly.
Can they get back for a second there?
Oh, yes.
Good running.
Very good running. 119 for 5 after 14 overs. 46 runs required off 35. I mean, in normal states, you say that's easy. You'd like another wicket or 2, ideally. But they've got to do it with what they got.
Looks like there's a fair bit of dew too that they're having to deal with because they're drying the ball every
Someone was saying, when I was mentioning dew earlier, someone said there's going to be no dew tonight.
Yeah, well.
Who was that?
I can't remember. Someone was slating me and saying there's never going to be any dew tonight. Nawaz in. Down the track comes Harry Brook. Can't beat the man at cover. Good bit of fielding. No run.
And that's exactly why you can't come down the wicket to Tariq, because this is Nawaz who you can't get a rhythm against him.
Well, exactly. And the thing is, you've really got to alter your shot if you're not on the pitch. And
exactly.
Sometimes people just don't bother, do they? They just go through with a shot, miss it, and that's that. That's a horrible ball, tossed up.
He's got away with it.
Got away with it, though. It's only going to be a single. That's a wide, long on again. I think England will be reasonably happy with this. I mean, they've got 5 overs left after this. They've got 40 runs to get. It's a T20. They've got 5 wickets in the hutch. And they'll really put the accelerator on if they these two take it through to the 17th over.
I always get a bit nervous, though, when in T20s with regards to the lower order, because the lower order doesn't get much of an opportunity.
No.
To bat in under pressure.
Funny enough, England's have in this tournament.
Well, a bit more.
Strangely enough, Jamie Overton's hit a few sixes. That's worked into the leg side once again. I think they're going to try for two here.
Yeah,
they took the pace off the shots. Good placement and good pace of the ball there. Was that Will Jacks?
Yeah, well, that's good from Jacks because there he was wasting 5 balls of Merzer's over, and now he's thought about it.
Well, they've all played enough, haven't they? I think Will Jacks has probably played in the PSL. I think.
I think you're right. Yes.
Yeah. He's played in the IPL.
Phil
as well.
Salt's played in the PSL, I think. Banton's played in the PSL. Driven out to mid-off. They're going to go for the single. They get it in the end.
It was one of those you thought.
It's definitely a bit dewy out there, isn't it? They're all wiping their hands and shit. It doesn't make it easy for the bowlers.
But when someone dives and half stops it like that and just has to regain control of the ball,
gives you enough time to get through.
Well, it does, but also I was going to say sometimes if you stop because you've set off for the run and then you think, he might have stopped it, and then you can get into trouble.
Get caught mid-wicket.
Yep. Yeah.
Both looking at each other going, after you, Claude. Brook's going to face the final ball with the over. He's on 82 or 44. Tossed up. Didn't bounce up much, but he's hit that through the offside. Is there anyone out there? There is. They're going to come back for 2. I'm not.
Just the one.
Just the one.
See, I don't really want it. I do think it's risky to go down to any form of cricket, to go down to the last over.
It is. So I agree with you. If we didn't have 5 wickets down, if we had 3 wickets down, I think one of these two would have taken more of a chance.
I'd be very happy with 3 wickets down, believe me.
And that's the end of my stint, but I will read one last message from Luke Hallahan, who knows how to get something read out. He says, what a treat. Just came back to see the score, and also, what a great lineup of gorillas. Thank you, Luke.
It's over you, Hendo, to take it through, mate.
Well, I was going to say the only thing better would be to wrap that in a lovely lucrative super chat. But we can't have everything. 41 required off 30 balls.
Will's supposed to come back, I think. There he is.
There is Will.
Hello.
How are you feeling, Will?
All right, to be fair. I think obviously if Harry Brook gets out, it's a different story. But at the moment, whilst he's still there, okay, I think it's manageable.
Final over, is it, I think, from... or has he got 2 left? No, I think he's only got 1.
Tariq's only got 1.
He's only got 1. I'm not suggesting that England should see him off, but I wouldn't go after him in this over. Put it that way. 5 or 6 in this over might be. Blimey! They're going for the run as he paddle swept that. Tried to get it very, very fine. Didn't manage to do that. Then had to set off for the single because Will Jacks was coming. Raced through for the single and then got an overthrow. So what might have been a dot ball ends up bringing 2 to England.
People are calling it no ball. They're calling him for throwing, I think, aren't they?
Did he actually? He must have made contact with that. Yeah, he did. I was a little bit worried. He'd gone a long way past, so probably Harry Brook has run 26 yards at one end and 22 yards going back. Well, no, it'd be both, wouldn't it? He's run 2.5 there, basically. This is thrown up, and he shapes to come inside and just drive it all the way along the ground up to long off for a single. 38 off 28 required. Brook 86 from 47. Jacks 11 off 10. Jacks to face now.
I would also be saying to Jacks, when one of them decides to go, I give it to Jacks. I'd say, you go. I'll hang around if I'll take it on right at the end if I need to.
Oh, that's a decent ball. Turns into him. He goes back and looks a bit surprised by the bounce there, and all he can do is really stroke it back to the bowler. A valuable dot ball for Pakistan. Run rates shifted up to 8.44. In comes that man again. He's pulled, and it's gone.
6.
That has gone, I think, all the way. Yes, indeed. I lost sight of it, as did the man at Deep Backward Square. And it has gone all the way, but not by far.
Far enough. got dropped down. He didn't hit that perfectly, did he?
Pretty flat, though, isn't it?
Just kind of scooped it up, hasn't he? It's kept low.
Farhan was not too bothered about that one. Onto the back foot. That's maybe just given Jack's a little bit more confidence. He plays that very nicely out to the deep cover fielder and takes the single. 1 ball remaining. Let's have a look at his scores. He's had a lot of not outs. 4 not outs in his 6 innings. Well, if
including
you include this one.
Pretty decent.
He must have a good average, yeah.
What was it? Was it Bennett or Creamer for the Zimbabweans? What? Bennett. And finally got out in the last game he played, so he's got an average of about 107.
Really?
Yeah. He's been knocked out in every inning so far.
And he was, of course,
it was Bennett, yeah.
He was the guy who got the edged by
4 runs.
Harry Brook, but that's very handy. It's gone fine of the man at short third, and that has run away for 4. And you would have to say England, it's now England's to lose.
You'd have to say that, wouldn't you?
On the messages front, earlier on we had from Frank Rockefeller, 100 will be special, keeping me lingering. And then we've got $20 super chat from Frank Rockefeller. Here's some more of this funny money.
Thank you very much, Frank, as always.
Yeah. Then Lockie, Frank spending his tariff refund. And then from Luke Callahan and Stephen Kelk, they're not happy with your it's gone Hendo. We've got Luke Callahan, geez, Hendo, and it's gone. I thought you meant wicket, lol. And then Stephen Kelk, that's gone from Hendo, gives me the fear.
I would have said he's gone, not it's gone. Come on, guys. You know.
And then
listen more intently.
Yeah, Susahu, Pakistan missing some luck. And then Dan has gone with Sri Lanka, Pakistan and India out.
Well, it makes it very difficult for Pakistan if they lose this game. They've got to hope we beat New Zealand. They've got to beat New Zealand themselves.
No, they've got to beat Sri Lanka.
Sri Lanka, yeah.
Shaheen is back for his final over, and they're coming through for the second as this is pushed out into the deep cover area. And England are on to 140 for 5. They've got 3.5 overs to go. And of course, Shaheen, it was who, made us doubt that England could get going in this.
Couple of poor shots, though, wasn't it? Really,
a couple of poor shots.
Butler's really struggled in this tournament, much like Abhishek Sharma. Supposed a great opener, and he's done fuck all, really.
In comes Shaheen again, and this one is. I think it was an off cutter. He went back. He's pulled it. He's got a little bit fortunate with an under edge, and it's gone away. It wasn't particularly well timed, but the 4s are flowing.
There's not one boy for me, I must have 2 or 3, I need 4.
I mean, he hit it so badly. Wasn't it? Yeah, it was, back of the hands. It was such a poor ball, such a poor shot that he actually, by mishitting it, he probably got it away from the fielder, strangely enough. Jack's on to 24 from 15. Shaheen is in again, bowls. He just defends this one, but going to be an easy single. There's loads of room.
We need
mid-on.
Less than a run of ball now, don't we?
It's getting that way. Yep, you would say that England have bounced back here quite well.
But this has been a good test, exactly that. So we were talking about this, weren't we? I was saying about South Africa the other day. They were 3 down in the power play and stuck up 187 against India. You can't panic in a T20. You got to think, if you're batting first, you've got to think we need to get a score on a board that is competitive. And if you're chasing, you've got to go, well, we've got to take it deep and have someone who's there at the end who's in, and then you've got a chance.
Brook's on 90. He's down the wicket. He's crashed that over. Yes. Deep extra cover. That's gone way back. It's taken him within 1 boundary of a first T20 international.
You think England will change the batting order for the rest of the fucking tournament?
Well, do you know? I mean,
he is a skipper. He can do what he likes. But I mean, he's been fantastic at 3, hasn't he?
The question is, was he floating? I mean, I guess he must have been padded up. So it must have been something they talked about beforehand, I think.
Yeah.
What they would do if they lost early wickets.
I reckon it was to take the pressure off Butler, probably.
Yeah. to. Didn't really help though in that respect.
No.
Shaheen in again. Oh, he's lofted that in the air. Could be caught. Oh, it's going to go. There's no one there. There's no one
there
there.
must be someone up inside the circle.
Come up inside the circle.
We
They've
didn't
given
know
it
that.
up, and he has 4, and Brook has 100 off exactly 50 balls.
Quality.
Extraordinary innings from the England captain. What he's capable of.
He is.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100.
Congratulations, sir. You are a centurion.
You have to say, where would England have been without him today, though? But superb. A superb knock, really, from the word go.
So we got 4 batsmen who've got 50s in this tournament. I think everyone apart from Butler really has got a score in that top 6.
Bethel hasn't got a 50, I don't think. Shane bowls him. He bowls in middle stump. Well, they're not out of it yet. 10 runs required, 3 overs to go. Shaheen comes down and shakes Harry Brook's hand, which is very sporting of him. But again, Brook hasn't seen it over the line.
No.
So, how many? 6, 8, 7, 13, 17 runs off the first 5 balls of that over. Shaheen at least ends up with very, very fine figures of 4 wickets.
It was a good Yorker.
It was a good Yorker. He was trying to open the face and run it down. And
well, England can do this in singles, can't they? 4 wickets in hand, you just got to knock it around and get the singles.
We've got a lot of messages here. $5 super chat from Zippy Tuna. Go on, Harry. Then earlier on, had a few. So Stephen Kelk was atted Luke Callahan. Truly, we've been put in our place by Hendo. Then Dan asked, "Are we heading towards another England versus West Indies final, guys?" Not sure. Then Tim Wilson-Davis said, "Let's hope Carlos Brathwaite isn't playing." And then Luke Callahan.
It'll probably come out of retirement.
Nothing silly now, lads. Milk those singles, and then enjoy 100 Brookie, or just smash some 6s. And then Banana Brooks is applauding the 100 for Brook. And Frank Rockefeller, quite a feather in his cap. Lockie, it's coming home.
Well, don't speak too early.
Do that.
New batsman.
Jamie Overton can score a quick half ton, less racist than his mother's other son. Yes, Jamie Overton.
Well, this is the finish. And it's Mirza around the wicket, and he bowls a slower bouncer that is going to be given as a wide, signalled by the square leg
umpire. We'll have 10 of those, that'll do me.
Quite useful. It's Jack's facing, not Jamie Overton, because it was the final ball of the over. I think the thing about Brook is that we obviously did the business by changing his jingle to "If he only had a brain," and today he's shown brain and brawn, and has played beautifully. And this is the thing about Harry Brook, is when you see that talent, that's certainly why I get upset when he doesn't think about it a little bit. That's nicely tucked away to deep mid wicket. They're coming back for the second. Good running. But I think Pakistan's fielders have realised that this is probably gone. Jax moves on to 27 off 17. He's had such a good tournament so far, Jack's in this position, that I would hesitate now to move him up. But maybe they will. Maybe they could try that on Friday and put Butler down the order and see how that goes.
I've seen this one a bit of a lot of people kind of saying like England are relying on one player in this game. I kind of feel sometimes in a T20 you can kind of almost afford to do that for a game.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. This is wide outside the off stump, and it is another wide. Mirza trying out variations, but they're not really going too well.
One hit.
Yeah, I think part of Pakistan's problem, I think that bringing back Mirza for that third over, that one-off over, wasn't a great move, was it? I don't
Well, he
think.
only went for 6 in that.
No, he went for more than that, I think.
No, he got hit for 6, didn't he? In the third ball,
you're
and then
right,
it was
yeah,
a load
yeah.
of dot
It could have
balls.
been more than-
That was when Jax just came out. I think they brought him on because Jax had just come out.
That's right. He's in again, looking for the Yorker. This time it's dug out, down into the ground, and then towards Fucker at extra cover. I don't think they took a run that time.
I think they did.
Did they?
I'll be surprised if they didn't.
Yeah, I think it was a single.
You would have thought so.
You can't be protecting Jamie Overton. He's your number 8.
Yeah. We saw that was it in one of the ODIs where Harry Brook went absolutely crazy.
Yeah, he got 120 out of 60, didn't he?
Yeah, when Root also got 100 and batted beautifully, and now that's chopped down into the ground. They didn't go for a run, by the way.
Oh no, they didn't. Yeah.
It's Jack still facing. He's chopped this one into the ground and then past the wicket and to the left of the keeper, but he gets round to prevent that. Runs needed 6:15 balls left, and
Captain's innings.
If that's not enough, I don't know what is. Yeah, I think you're right. It can be built around one player who just comes off.
You can't rely on that, but I mean...
You can't rely on that, no.
You know, if one player does get a big score, generally you win the game.
Yeah. And again, bowls to Jax. He's beaten by that one. He went outside leg stump. He followed him, and it went inside the the bat, the inside edge, outside leg stump, and through to the keeper. Very strange.
So who's got a bowl? Shadab's got a bowl, surely, hasn't he?
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter, does it?
Shaheen's done.
Shadab he was expensive against India. I think he only bowled 1 over, yeah.
Well, hit for a few 6s, didn't he?
Yeah. It's not at the best of times. Mirza in, bowls to Jax again. Pushes straight to extra cover, suddenly unable to get a run, and England just need one big hit to finish it.
The slab will do it next over.
A slab.
He's hit some fucking big 6s in this tournament so far.
But I don't really want the slab to do that, or even attempt that. I just want him to nerdle it around, thank you.
I suppose there's still net run rate. Obviously, England's is good at the moment, but they'd rather finish it probably quicker than sooner than later.
Oh, that's outside the off stump. He's gone for it. It was quite wide. It's gone off a top edge as he played the cut shot down to third man, bouncing a couple of times. Jax will keep the strike, so we won't see the slab in action, apart from running between the wickets for now. Jack's 28 off 22. England 160 for 6 off 18. They need 5 off 2.
Whew, over to you, Will.
You've got Luke Callahan. England's batting being held up by individual brilliance in isolated matches. I guess we shouldn't complain. Just one player getting a score really on his own. Eric J, sporting gesture from Afridi. Then we had Stephen Kelk, 4 years of hurt, never stopped me dreaming. Tim Wilson-Davis, 3 leopards on my shirt. Jamie Wilson, I think T20 World Cup should be every 2 years. I think
it is now.
It is every 2 years.
This is the 5th and 6th. And they have decided they're going to have it every 2 years. I mean, I think they should have it every year instead of the fucking IPL. It'd be a lot more interesting.
Then we've got nice one here. Dan, guys doing a wonderful job commentating, and then Yankee, oh ye of little faith, 2016, blah blah.
Well, yeah, I mean, we have won this tournament twice, along with a fair few other teams. It's not like the ODI World Cup where we were endlessly chasing it for 40 years.
It's Mohamed Nawaz has come back on, left arm spin. Oh, he's bowled him! He's bowled him! Jackson step back, try to cut it, and England are going to throw it away. 160 for 7. It's an absolute disaster. I don't know what I'm going to do. Jump down the lift shaft.
Fuck off! Just fuck off!
There goes his average.
Another one bites the dust. I think that is going to be out, Fred. Another one bites the dust. Got Liam Dawson next, isn't it?
Liam Dawson has to come, I think. Jack's 1 4 and 2 6s, 20 out of 23.
We did play a club cricket game this year, and I think we needed 2 runs from 4 balls with 3 wickets left, and we lost by 1 run. I think we lost about 3 wickets.
Oh my god. And this man's out.
Liam Dawson.
I bet the press were on your backs after that.
Yeah. Who was that for? Your club or the uni?
Yeah, club. No, it was a club. But the other thing is, at the non-strikers end, we had a guy who had about 1,000 runs already in the season.
And you couldn't get him on strike?
No, couldn't get him on strike.
That's even worse.
Well, I tell you what, if Dawson was to get out now,
then it would all be shitting bricks time.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me. This is it, England. Just finish it, England. Just see it over the line. It's... I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be Dawson then to face up. 167. 2 new batsmen, both on naught, both yet to face. And it's left arm spinner to left arm spinner. And a slip is in. He goes back and he cuts. And he'll get a single out to deep cover.
I remember watching a game that we did in the Sports Night last year. I think we were talking about this the other day. I think it was Australia versus Pakistan at the end of a UAE tour. And I think Pakistan needed 2 runs off the final over and lost.
Really?
Yeah.
Goodness me.
They lost a couple of wickets and then no one could get it away. I can't remember who was bowling, but it wasn't even someone special bowling. They just could not get it away. It was...
he comes in, bowls to Overton, who just stood there on the crease and very belatedly got forward-ish to that one and played it back to the bowler. So another dot ball, 4 required, 9 balls remaining.
Don't take it to the last over.
Well, I did say that, but I mean, 4 runs from 9 balls. 3 to tie, super over. He goes back to that, chips it away. Dawson has gone halfway down the wicket, has to turn and run back as it's fielded at mid-wicket. And England just getting a little bit nervy.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, I am too.
8 balls remaining, 4 required. Even Will Jacks is sitting there in his luxury seat. And he's looking very pensive.
Well, until you're over the line, isn't it?
He's down the wicket. He's going to be stumped! Oh, for goodness sake, England. What on earth are you thinking of? The slab has thrown it away.
Oh,
the nerves have got the better of them. They can't see it over the line. They think they've got to hit the big shot. It's just beyond comprehension. The lack of intelligence and cricket brain in this side. It's unbelievable. Jeez.
The crowd says you're out.
I mean, what have we got? 1 run off this over, plus 2 wickets. And there's 1 ball remaining, and it's Jofra. This is just... I'm actually thinking of trying to find some very, very big headphones in case we lose this, because I think the bear...
It's going to go
I
mad.
think the bear is going to... He's going to be like Vesuvius.
I will be.
He will break your helmet, break your heart. Hotter than lava, cooler than Bogart. In your face, at your stumps, on your toes, on your mum. Jofra.
Oh, he's going to toss it up, isn't he? He's going to really toss it up, see if he can get some turn. Get Jofra poking at it, little edge to slip. No, he defends it back. Oh, well, they're going to get a run. Now, Pakistan might feel a bit sore about that because Mohammad Nawaz probably would have got that if Dawson hadn't gotten his way. And there's a bit of chat going on out there now from the wicketkeeper to Dawson. Not really his fault, to be fair, when you look at the replay.
Could have stopped it still.
Yeah.
We've got Luke Callahan. Lol, the mentality of a marshmallow. Shining night. England is always entertaining. And as a neutral, this match has been great. Lol. Who's got the team brain cell, says Eric. And then Messi says, Brook stole everyone else's brains, obviously. And then we've had who to who. Here's the West Indian to win it. At the bridge, finding this game is getting good. Greystoke, bring the field in, you numpties. I do remember actually, I think when we lost like 3 weeks in the power play, there was a lot of chat about Jofra winning it for England. So you never know; it may still happen.
Well, it's going to be Mercer who's got an over left, and he's going to produce his variations, one imagines. What is Archer going to do here? Because he's not a nerdler, is he? He likes to play a few shots.
I think they've taken too long. Does that mean?
Does that mean only 4 outside the circle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think that makes much difference because, as you say, in a sense, they probably have got to bring in a few more fielders if they can. Got a man down at long on. Can't see who else they've got. Short outside the off stump. Pulled by Jofra. That might be it. It is.
There you go. What were we worried about? Jofra
is the man for every occasion. He was a star tail ender in the Ashes. And here, when everyone else was falling apart at the seams, our finest, quickest seamer has seen it through. Massive relief at the end, and it shouldn't have needed to be massive relief.
No, it should have been done earlier.
Should have been done and dusted once Brook had got to his 100. And
I like a bit of drama.
Well, yeah, I'm not against it as long as in the end we get over the
exactly. Now I'm happy. That was a great game of cricket, actually. I mean, to get to the last over, lost 3 wickets in the power play. It'll be good for England. I mean, they've done it the hard way throughout this tournament, haven't they, really? I mean, it was close against Nepal. They nearly fucked it up against who else when they got...
Well, Scotland, I suppose, to a certain extent. Italy. Yeah. I mean, they've not beaten any... I mean, apart from that Sri Lanka game, and that didn't look like it at halfway, they've not beaten anyone easily.
No. Well, I think that toughens you up in a tournament, doesn't it?
Well, it ought to, but
because you get across the line rather than thinking you're going to walk it.
Those shots by Jacks and the slab did not fill me with confidence that they were particularly good under pressure. But there you go. It's Jofra. He's done the business. He bowled well earlier. Bowled really quick, and England, we think now, will have qualified for the semis. Let's have a think about it. New Zealand have got 2 to play.
New Zealand can get 5. They have to beat Sri Lanka.
New Zealand can get
New Zealand
5.
tomorrow is New Zealand Sri Lanka tomorrow.
New Zealand Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka need. Yeah, I mean Sri Lanka can only get 4.
Yeah. Well, this is it. If Sri Lanka beat Sri Lanka beat New Zealand, then New Zealand are out as well. Well, no, then it's a bun fight basically.
A bun fight for the second
place.
qualifying.
New Zealand beat us; they probably go through. Sri Lanka could be. Well, Pakistan are out. They can't get more than 3 points now, can they? Because they can only win one more game, and they've only got 1 point, right?
Yeah, but if England beat New Zealand might only get 3 points.
Yeah.
If Sri Lanka beat New Zealand,
they'll be on 2, and then they've got to play Pakistan as well, so they can get 4 still.
But
Pakistan can only get 3 now.
But if Pakistan get 3 and New Zealand get 3 and England get 6, do you see my point?
Yes.
We can only be knocked out on net run rate then, I think.
Yeah, we can only be knocked out on net run rate. We'd have to be absolutely slaughtered by, presumably our net run rate stays at minus 2.55 because that's pretty much what it was.
Well, I mean, I think, plus 2.55.
Plus 2.55.
I think I mean, they've used up 19 overs in getting to that score, so they won't have made much of an impact on that, will they?
No.
But look at that, Shaheen at the top, brilliant. There's kind of symmetry there. Shaheen took the first 4 wickets, Tariq took 2, and then Mohammad Nawaz, those 2, just to put the wind up England at the last minute.
Well, look at that. One person got a score. That's what I mean. In a T20, one person gets a score, big score.
Yeah, and you know, someone gets a 30, then
you're generally somewhere, aren't you? You know, a few 10s and 15s there, here and there, and you're at 180. So
I was disappointed by Overton's shot there, though. That really was pressure getting to a man, I think, and silly.
Yeah,
he's an experienced player, a cricket player. Whether he's hugely experienced in those sort of situations, but I wasn't impressed by that. 2 for 31, Tariq. Shaheen, brilliant. 4 for 30, saving his best for England, as so many players do. Mohammad Nawaz 2 for 26, no wickets for anyone else. Jadab 3 overs for 31, Saeem 2 overs for 21, and Mirza none for 26 from his.
Well, so if New Zealand beat Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka are out.
Yes.
And
if they beat Yeah, no, don't worry.
Yeah. And then it's just what happens between us. As long as we don't lose by about 100 runs to New Zealand, then we're through. Really.
It's possible.
It's possible.
The other thing is, really, you don't know who you want in the semis. If you think you're getting through, do you want to finish first? I mean, it's 2 from 3, isn't it, in that other group?
Yeah. Well, India are in a bind.
They are in a bind, but I honestly can't see them losing. Well, they won't lose to Zimbabwe.
They won't lose to Zimbabwe.
And I can't actually see them losing to the West Indies. The West Indies yesterday, Zimbabwe, they're not the bowlers that India are. They haven't got the experience at T20 level, even at any level, but at T20 level they haven't played so much.
And West Indies haven't been really put under pressure apart from slightly by England yet, have they, this whole competition? So it might knock them back a bit if they lose to India.
And of course then
they'll have to beat
South Africa. And South Africa may be due a loss as well. So you just don't know how it's going to go, do you?
No.
Harry Brook is surely a man of the match, 100 off 51. He's having a chat now to broadcasters. But that's it for today, unless we've got a few final notes from you, Will.
We do. We've got a few messages. Stephen Kelk, thanks for the excellent coverage and company, everyone. Until the next time. Messi says our net run rate is now 1.491.
Oh.
As it will decline significantly as I didn't match the previous level.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then
I never get it.
What else we got? A lot of people happy about Jofra. And then they're never in doubt, says Stephen Kelk. And then Claudio Gonzalez, VPN here in China, 1 a.m. This was not supposed to end like this. And yeah. And just finally, what else we got here? And then there are a few people saying that if Sri Lanka beat New Zealand, we are through things. But
they would, because if Sri Lanka beat New Zealand would only be able to get 3 points as well. So 2 teams could only get 3 points, which means it would be up to Sri Lanka, and the rest of them will definitely be in a bum fight.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
So there we are.
Right, it's shaping up to be fascinating the next few days. I have to say.
Well, tomorrow is Sri Lanka, New Zealand.
Tomorrow is Sri Lanka, New Zealand. I'm not in for that, but I'm back on Friday. There's a double header on Thursday. I thought I was in Thursday, but apparently not. Double header on Thursday, and then England, New Zealand on Friday, which I'll be in for. Thanks to everyone who's contributed today, mainly you people on YouTube. Dishing out the abuse to us poor suffering commentators.
Well,
thanks to Knuckle, who looks like he's going to go off to a net now because he's got bad bats sticking out of his bag. The Bear, Messi, we've had Bennett. I'm not sure who else we've had. I'm probably
Will, obviously.
Will, of course, is there.
That's it, I think.
I think that's about it. So thanks very much for your company. Please join us again at 1:20 GMT tomorrow, wherever you may be in the world. Until then, it's goodbye from all of us. Gorilla Cricket.
Goodbye.
Bye.
And I'm Will.
Take guard, man the barricades, patrol the cover boundary. At last the time has come, this is a cricketing emergency. Hear this call to arms for every cricket revolutionary. Take up your bats and stumps for the test match insurgency. At first they tried to silence us, but we would not be silenced. They threatened us with lies, so we threatened them with violence. Che Guevara, Sangakkara, Joseph Stalin, Douglas Jardine, Robespierre, Darrell Hare, Vladimir Lenin, O'Brien Kevin, Guerrilla Cricket.